Welcome to Snowmobile Sessions Live on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms. We're the #1 destination to learn about snowmobiling, network with other sledders, and have an awesome time doing it. We'll meet other snowmobilers that share your passion and show your fan photos along the way. Snowmobile Sessions Live. Enjoy the ride.
It's a journey for life and I'm your ride. Hang on.
This episode of Snowmobile Sessions Live is brought to you by Energy Power Sports, Oakville's full-line BRP dealer with sales and service to all BRP makes and models, and so much more. Go in there and check out their Alumacraft boat line. It's awesome. Check out energypowersports.ca and get on the waiting list for a brand new Ski-Doo or a Sea-Doo as soon as you can. Hey, boys, how's it going?
Very good.
Good to be here, man. Another week.
Cheers to another great week.
Heck
Get
yeah.
it kicked off with some cowbell. Absent landlord, because we were absent on the boys all waiting for the chat. We're missing our special guest of the evening tonight, though, guys. So bear with us. He's on his way. He's probably boarding a plane right now.
Yeah, right.
Right. So you get out riding, Bobby, or what?
Got some miles on. It was pretty frigid up here, so that was a little bit of kind of a new experience. We've had 35, 32, all like the great warm weather type riding lately, and to get back to the 0 Fahrenheit and below was a bit of a shock, but it was fun to get out there. Got some miles on. Got to take my buddies to this cool little gorge spot. So Josh got some awesome pictures. I'll have to get them up on the show maybe next week, and yeah, just a fun weekend.
I seen you had updated your storyline with like a secret. You called it a honey hole.
Yeah. Yep. It was cool. The full send guys showed it to me, and I always, whenever they take me places, I always try to remember them, and that's one of the best ones. So
That's
it was
pretty
cool to take the rest of the guys there. Yeah. How about you, man?
Yeah, we got out. We went out. We went near Barrie, Ontario. We did the Anton Mills to Midland, Penetang. It was pretty cool. Right along the Georgian Bay, and there's a great big freight liner in there, and nobody died, although we came close to it. But I was telling Rick before the show, we'll fill you in on the details if Corey will let me. He's in the chat, but if his wife's not listening, we can fill him in on the details. But they had a snow squall come in and park on Friday night. They had no snow the day before. And they had 50 inches on Environment Canada said fell in this area we're in. And I'm telling you, I got video to show you boys tonight, and of Corey just giving her, and it's got to be 40 inches, 36, 40 inches of snow.
That's awesome.
That's wicked.
Yeah, so Robbie Bell, don't blow the surprise. Bruce Stewart, sleds run best there. He loves the single-digit weather. Jumpman Jay's in the house. Hey, buddy, how's it going, man? Jason Cambeau at David. He's waiting for him too. Hurry up! Hurry up before I turn on the CBC. David Barker says. And Michigan Outlaws is crying, laughing so hard. Corey Brock says, "MUDBRATS, what are we waiting for? 2022." And Odie did close to 500K this weekend. He'll be ready to retire that sucker. We got Bailey over on Rev Rider's channel. He's Gary must be running late again. No, I was here. Trailmaker 74. My messages are showing up. They are. You know. When we got a snowstorm, I wish Polaris Sleds would tell you how much braking is left. And Bailey agrees. Oh yeah, we got everybody in there. Zach Idle's in the house too. Hey, what's up, guys? Not much. Jumpman, that's where I grew up. Gary, Midland, and Barrie. So much snow in Midland usually. Yeah, David Barker wants to know if Rich Outdoors and MUDBRATS any chance of meetup this winter. Of course, there's a chance. Always is. Yeah, and great weekend of riding from Zach. He did 700K.
Nice.
I don't even look. I didn't even look at what we did. I know what we did. We did 182 on Saturday. Corey probably on the track and did 482.
Got to get through that powder.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And I blew the carbon out of his sled from him babying it all the time. So he let me drive it. There he is.
Hey.
I'm like
Mr. McKinney.
tri-tasking right now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, welcome to the club.
How are we doing, guys?
Good luck.
Good.
Very well.
Coming on.
I made time just for you guys, and I'm reaching behind my laptop right now because I'm typing on a desktop at the same time.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Don't you love that? And then you start grabbing the other mouse thinking it's for that one.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you coming on board, David. It's always fun having you on the show. And I was sitting there, it just happened today. I was sitting there going, I love the new format for the 509 and film that you put out there a week ago. It was last week we were on the podcast here, and I think Jumpman Jay said 509 just dropped their latest edit, and I'm watching it after this podcast. And so that's what I did. Is after the podcast, I flipped it on and went, "That's cool, man."
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. It's episode 1 of about 10 throughout the season here. They'll be every other Monday. So let's see. A week from this Monday will be the second episode.
Cool.
Actually, in 40 minutes or so, we have another new little series that's dropping also. That's what I'm currently finishing uploading.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
So there's a lot of new media stuff going on this season. We're hitting it hard, and I'm pretty pumped to see everybody else pumped. I mean, I dug through the comment section on it the other day, and everybody seems pretty stoked on the idea and the feeling throughout the whole video. So it's pretty cool to see everybody's just as pumped as we are to produce it.
Yeah, you know what? It was neat. It was like, bam. It was like punch in the head action, eh? That guy on that snow bike, dude. Holy
Regan.
ride.
Yeah, Regan's
Wow.
got to be one of the best, if not the best, backcountry guys. He and Cody Matichuk and Brock Hoyer are probably the top 3 in the world, and they put snow bikes places that 99.9% of other snow bikers will never even think about. Those guys are on another level.
That's insane. That's it. When they make it look easy, like they made that bike look so light, and it's just crazy. So
yeah,
and
I think he runs like a 490 big bore, I want to say. 450s, they get around, but for what he's doing, that extra bore definitely helps.
Yeah, sweet. David Barker wants to know what a desktop is, David. You want to pull him in?
You guys want to see this craziness? This is my life of editing here. We got light up keyboards, we got cameras, we got Adobe Premiere open. That's actually the second episode I'm working on right now. That's with Caleb Kosterky and Kyle Saxton. So it's a pretty wild episode.
That's awesome.
How do you not get burnt out between the writing and the editing, man? Good for you. I'm impressed.
Oh, you do. This is the part I get Instagram messages. Everybody's like, "Oh, your job looks so awesome," which it is. Don't get me wrong, but I only post the fun stuff. I'm not going to post the 12 hours of other days where I'm sitting at the computer screen. Nobody wants to see that, but that's the reality of what happens a lot of the time. Obviously, we're out in the field capturing the content and posting stuff on stories and keeping people pumped up because we're pumped to show them what's going to happen. But I mean, there's hours upon hours of staring at computer screens behind the scenes and then wrenching on sleds and getting the truck loaded and on to the next one. So yeah, I mean, just like anything, there's days when it's a job, but I mean, count your lucky stars, right? I could be editing how to assemble a cubicle.
Yeah. Jumpman Jay says you really put your touch on that stuff, David. Keep up the good work, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Mike, I want to give credit where credit's due. Mike Reeve, Velocity Vids, he's been a subcontractor with 509 for years. He shot that episode and worked on that one because borders closed. We can't get up there. So Mike did an awesome job on that. He had an all-star group of athletes with him. So next episode will be the one I've shot and edited and created. So every 2 weeks, it's going to bounce back and forth. So it'll go US, Canada, US, Canada. So it'll be kind of cool. You'll figure out the pattern. We'll go back and forth, give the Canadian athletes some love, and then back to the US and alternate back and forth each episode.
That's awesome.
That's great. Swanky Cat's in the house. Buddy, how's it going? There he goes. Welcome aboard.
How the heck have you guys been? You guys got any snow since I've chatted with you last? You've been actually riding? That's what we're here for, is to talk about riding, but have you been doing it?
Yep. And I've made one video and I'm burnt out. I get you. I get what you mean, man. Burnt out.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of full weekends, and I got to tell you, like the lack of sleep plus all the filming, and then you get home, you got to get the video together, podcast on Monday. It's a lot, but like you said, it's an honor to be able to do it. So.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've seen you've been posting some cool photos. Looks like you had a photographer buddy or something tag along the other week.
Yeah, Josh is the man. He kind of does like a lot of more like lifestyle stuff most of the time. So he loves to tag along, be able to get some action shots and stuff, and makes for great YouTube thumbnails and everything. I can't complain at all. He does an amazing job.
Yeah, he takes some good pictures, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we had some epic mountain snow we were riding, and you're going to see some footage of that. And I've got my o2wraps.ca, my sponsored rider. He's going to come and join us. Yeah, 509's not the only gig in town handing out sponsorships, man. I got Corey Brock. He's like he rocks it. I snapped him up, and he's got a no competition waiver in his contract. So if you offer him any rewards from 509, he won't take him. He can't. You know?
that dang non-compete, that'll get you.
It will, you know. But you can actually give it to me. That's fine. But yeah,
right.
The Falcon is in the house. I don't know who the Falcon is, but he's in the house. So hey, Davey, you want to do some fan photos with us?
Yeah, I wish I had some more time. I would have sent some in. I feel bad complaining about our snowpack. I mean, we have 9 feet on the ground, but this time of the year, you're usually hitting that 10, 12 foot mark. So then we had it rain all the way up to 6,000 feet about a week and a half ago, which is pretty rare this time of the year. So we're dealing with like a 2-inch ice crust layer with about 10 inches of fresh on top of that. You can't even ride off trail here locally right now. You're just spinning. It's a bummer because the coverage is great. Like I said, you got 9 feet in the ground, but the top layer is concrete. So it's starting to, the snow guns are starting to take off right now. It's supposed to snow here all week. So hopefully by the weekend, we're riding powder again. But yeah, it's a bummer. What can you do?
That leads to avalanche conditions, though, doesn't it? When you get the hard pack and then.
Yeah, it helps stabilize the existing snowpack a bit, depending on how far down the rain soaks. It can actually bond to those layers together, those different weak layers. It's funny you say that. I just finished getting certified and taking my level 1 this past weekend. It's about 3 days of classes and on snow and very, very in-depth avalanche training. So I finally committed and found the time to make that happen. So right when you said that, my brain is packed full of fresh new avalanche information from this last weekend.
Is it right? Is it right?
Right.
No, he's full of shit again. Yeah. Dustin Ingram wants to know if MUDBRATS, did you get your 509 contract yet and gear? LOL. Nope. I'm gonna borrow my buddy's 509 gear and we're gonna make some kick-ass videos.
The funny thing is he only hustles me here, but he doesn't reply to the emails when I say, "Hey, what's your shipping address?"
It must have got in the spam.
I'm just kidding. I never sent that.
I know. Yeah, I know you didn't because I would have been all over it. Yeah. I'm still trying to catch up on all the prize wins that I'm getting ratted out for on a weekly basis. Hey, where's my Pasty Boy shirt? I don't know. What's this say? Does it say Pasty Boy? No, it says MUDBRATS. Well, the guy with the MUDBRATS shirt he's waiting for, he's still looking for it too. So, well, there you can bitch at me about that.
No, Jumpman Jay's in the same boat. He won those goggles a while back, and I think they're caught up at the border. My last thing on the tracking number says Canadian Customs, and they can sit there for 2 days, 2 weeks sometimes.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So Jay,
sure.
I followed up Jay. I checked on it. It's en route. So if you don't see anything in the next week or two, let me know, and we can try something else.
Yeah, and also too, Coda Bear, he won a set too, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, Coda Bear TV was bugging me where his 509 goggles were.
Oh, I'm sure he contacted through John about that then. So.
It was Gracie Gear. So
okay. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So he said he'd take Gracie. I could date with Gracie Gear instead, though, of the goggles.
I don't know how we do that exchange, but
if they haven't shipped yet, then I'm sure Coda would appreciate that. But Anyway, that's cool. Well, let's do some fan photos. We got some really good stuff. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. These are meant for you. So I'm gonna throw on Mike Eisenberg from Sled Addicts riff here, and we're gonna get right to it. Where are we? I gotta get big here. Hold on. Boom. Where'd we go here? There we go. Perfect. Look at this guy.
That's good.
All right. This is Jeff Civic. Remember, he won the tech vest, and look at it custom printed with Snowmobile Sessions on the shoulder.
That is
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
He says, and his comment to me said, what has 2 thumbs and is stoked about his new tech vest.
Nice.
And then he sent me the picture. He said, this guy. But yeah, that's great. See, we're talking about all the prizes we've given away on this show. You know, look at this. And look at it. It's like, if I put close enough there, it's like I'm wearing the tech vest.
You're in.
Awesome. Yeah. So congratulations, Jeff. And thanks for sharing that photo with us. We're happy you got that. You know what? You're a better guy, right?
Yep.
So, and then I was watching the Shag Boys video there, Bobby. And I was the first one to comment. Who was at 548?
Oh, wow. Look at that. I didn't even know I went by him.
And your dad followed back like 2 minutes later.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was awesome because it's funny. Like it's Zook and his father-in-law, is it, that he was riding with? They were in getting their tickets, and the next scene it cuts is like zoo, zoo, zoo. And it's like, that was Bobby's sled. Sort of rewinded it because it goes by like as soon as the frame cuts, you go by.
Oh, wow.
And then I don't think he realized, because I said that was Bobby at 548. And then he said, oh my God, it was, or something like that. You'll see in the comments I commented on it. It was pretty awesome. But it's like, you can't hide from that. And it was your dad too. It's like, after I see it, I went, that's awesome. And then I seen your dad bombing up like a minute later. He's at 648. Yeah.
Nice.
The Shag just said, you could have rolled with us at 25 miles an hour.
Yeah. It was bumpy that weekend.
Looking at that thumbnail, I'm not sure if you guys are snowmobiling or mudding.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's beyond snort, eh? It's almost mud.
Yeah. Well, that trail is right as you come out of town, so you pick up all the grime from the road and it kind of comes off there.
Yeah.
But yeah, even so, last weekend it was warm and kind of sloppy. So glad that's behind us.
It wasn't overly bad, that video, through the rest of it, but like that's the thing. Now, you had posted a video or something, and you had like fluorescent on, and that's why I didn't know it was you right away instantly, because you went by and I went, that's Bobby's sled, but it was all black, right? Like your clothing. Have you got 2 suits?
Yeah, so I got my new gear. We put Christmas off because, Dad had COVID and all that. We were waiting for him to get better. And then I got all my new gear for Christmas. So now I'm rocking the teal with the black and the white helmet and all that. So changed it up a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. I thought I'd and someone else seen that in the chat. They said, hey, Bobby was in Shag Boy's video. I went, don't blow it.
Yeah.
Bruce Stewart, he said that too.
I saw his sleds at a restaurant, but I had no idea I went by him on the trail. So that's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. You know what's funny is he's actually, he's standing on the side of the trail, Zook, and the sled goes by, Shag Boys. I'm going like, oh, come on. Like, why don't I get that?
Right.
That's awesome.
No, it's good. I've been spotted a couple of times. Like in my one video, I thought the guy was yelling at me. Like I thought he was mad at me. I'm going like, what? I'm over far. I thought he was telling me I was too far over.
I saw that.
I'm over far enough. And then it's like, and then he commented like, that was me at 222 or whatever. Yeah, so it's
good for him
funny.
Getting on camera.
Yeah, it was great. I'd love to actually chat with some of these guys, but it's, you never fail. Like the last year I was at the Red Canoe restaurant, and a guy messaged me on Instagram afterwards. Said, "Hey, I just seen you guys at the restaurant. I didn't want to come over and disturb you." It's like, good Lord, I would love that. But maybe when I'm too big, right? I won't. But right now, I'd love that, you know. So, this is my old story. I got to find the latest. Oh, don't tell me I didn't save it. Oh, well, I didn't save the actual script for today on what these pictures are. I'll have to open up my email and go through them as we get them. Okay, sorry about this. This is going to be really clunky.
No worries.
Yeah, save. When I ask you to save, you got to make sure you do it. Okay.
It's overrated.
So he says, this is Justin Bold. He says, here's some pictures from Trail 160 in the up of Michigan, and another 140 miles on this weekend. Look through the 3 floaters for a blooper. We insisted he wear a helmet and a mask, but he said the mask was good enough. Had to make sure everyone was social distancing, wrap on. So these are his pictures here. And this is the third one, if you can spot a blooper in that one.
Oh, man.
Isn't that awesome?
Nice.
Well, here, I'm blocking all those buddies there, but yeah, isn't that a great shot?
I don't know who's more famous this weekend, Bernie or Conor McGregor.
Right.
Oh, I'm telling you. Everybody got on that bandwagon, I think. So let's go to the next one, and we're going to. Oh, Jake from Michigan Outlaws. He's going to come on and explain this picture to us in a bit. Hopefully, I seen them in the chat, and I sent him a link. So this is my favorite sled of the whole bunch. There he is. Hold on. Bring him in. Hey, buddy.
There you go.
Hey.
What the heck's happening here?
Yeah. So about 2 weeks ago, sorry, I'm cleaning up my mess. I was watching your podcast on my phone.
Hold on a second. I didn't do this right, buddy. Hold on. This is Jake. This is Jake. Hold on. He's from the Michigan. Outlaw. Okay, go ahead, Jake.
Love it. So 2 weeks ago, we were up in the UP, and we had 1 full day of riding. We got about halfway through the second day, and that snowmobile there started acting weird, just didn't run right. So we ended up towing it back, and I tore into it, and this is what I found.
Oh,
let me get you big here.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
that's a hole.
No compression.
that was a big hole.
You know,
Wait, you're telling me it was still running?
What's that?
Were you saying it was still running like that?
Yeah, it ran for a little while, and then eventually it just started slowing down, slower and slower, and I shut it off and said, I'm not going any further.
Wow.
That's odd. 1 cylinder, though, eh?
Yeah.
You must have been, what side was it? Was it mag side or clutch side?
That was the mag side.
Yeah.
And this,
this
is the ring that was on
it. She's blown. Bruce Stewart says, skidoo, baby. LOL. That's awesome. So what's the plans with it? Are the Outlaws making enough money to buy a new sled for you, or what? Are you getting a new 850?
I wish. That'd be pretty sweet.
Take it out of the budget. Make it out of the budget.
Yeah, I wish. No, I've got my budget got a top end kit coming in.
Right on.
So
right on.
But yeah, all the chunks fell down to the crankcase.
Oof.
So I had to make sure everything was cleared out of it. But I couldn't get the motor out. The bolts were so seized in there. We ended up taking it to the shop that I work at. We flipped it upside down with the crane and just sprayed out the crankcase to get all the crap out. So that's what you're seeing there.
Oh my God. Hopefully you got all the chunks out.
Yeah.
Because that won't be good if you didn't. And you know what you should do is watch Zook and Pasty Boy and Shag Boy's video and learn what not to do. Actually, the smartest thing you did was not a donor sled to get an engine out of it. But
right. But no, I was lucky because Caleb's snowmobile broke down at the beginning of the trip. So he was able to come pick me up on the side of the trail in the truck and trailer.
That's the way to do it.
That's good. Nice to have a team built in,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice to have the team. And whose new Polaris is that back there? I didn't know they made them in yellow and black. Like, is that a skidoo wrap on a Polaris? Sorry about that. Polaris fans. Just a kid.
No,
Just kidding.
there's. I think the better joke is it comes with the forks now to drag the skidoos home.
There you go.
Too true.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
That's good. When Corey comes on, he's going to show you the new Polaris Wave. Is Corey even in the house? He's not even in the chat, is he? I don't
He
even
was
see
here.
him active in there. He was
Yeah, he
there.
was there earlier.
He's sneaking around. He probably left after I said I was going to share the story of his near-death experience. Yeah. It's a good thing. Good thing I had the camera off is all I can say, and I wasn't behind him. So that's cool. So what's the plan? Like your kit's coming in. You guys got a big trip planned, don't you?
Yeah, middle of February, we're heading to Wisconsin. So,
So you got
I'm
lots
hoping
of
I can
time.
get this thing. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get the parts in before Saturday. Take a trip up north somewhere, find some snow, if we can find any, and just try and break it in as much as possible before we hit the trails in Wisconsin.
Yeah, for sure. Run it hard when you break it in, so that if there's any chunks in the bottom end, they'll grind out fast. Right, David?
Right.
That's what you got to do. Just pin it to win it. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I can't remember
man.
the last time I properly broke in a snowmobile motor, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think there is a proper way, right?
It's always been 0 miles, 0 miles, either a turbo right away, twin pipes, something altering the fuel map at mile 0.
That's great, eh? Yeah.
Best way to have fun, I hear.
Yeah,
For sure. That's cool. Well, you guys keep cranking out the video there, Michigan Outlaws, and thank you for sending me up a shirt there. I still wear it all the time. One of my favorite shirts. I can't wait for summer, to
That's
wear
awesome.
it. So, and then we'll get you up here next year. Doesn't look like this year's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm hoping next year we can get up there and ride with you.
This
It'll be
year's
fun.
barely happening for us. It's pretty crazy right now up here. They closed down last Monday when we were doing the live stream. The texts were a flurry of texts saying North Bay closed, Perry Sound closed, blah blah blah. It's like, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, Bruce Stewart's the guy waiting for his MUDBRATS shirt. So don't worry, I won't be doing it this week. Next week I promise to get him out though. Brad Hitchcock, do you wear glasses when you're riding, and do you get any fogging with your new oxygen helmet? Yes, I wear glasses when I ride. I didn't wear glasses the other day because I fogged up and I took them off and I had them in my hand and they flew out of my hand and landed on the trail, and then I just stuck them back in my pocket and never wore them. My buddy Dino had the same problem, but it was cold. Like it was minus 15, I think it was, and then we had a wind chill, so it was probably like minus 20, and we were hot. We were sweating, trying to keep up with Corey all day, and your body's sweating, the helmet's hot, and your glasses don't stay fogged up. Now mine, when I wear it, I open up the vents. My buddy Dino didn't have the vents open on his helmet, but I just couldn't be bothered. My eyes aren't that bad. I can't see to read, but I can see somewhat distance, so it was okay. Oxygen is a great helmet for glasses, and the Modular 2 or Modular series is also just as good or better because there's a lot of air swirling around, but it's a cold helmet where the oxygen's a warm helmet. The BB2S is not good for glasses. So that's my take on the Skidoo helmets though. But yeah, the 509 Delta R4 is good for no fogging as well. I've heard that, the new one especially. But that's the it in a nutshell. So yes, it's a hit and miss with me with my glasses under that helmet. Then we got Brad Ike. Hold on, I gotta find what he says. Hopefully they use the right name in their email. Oh, well, I think some of them use their nickname. So he says, "Hey guys, great show. Here's a picture of our family fleet of doos from New Year's Eve. There's actually more snow than we've had now in south central up of Michigan." And he's crying. 2015 800 Renegade X with 7,000 miles, a 2021 850 Renegade X with 250 miles, 2001 800 MXZ with 4,400 miles, and a 2009 600 Renegade with 11,000 miles on it. Think snow, Brad Ike. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. On nice sleds there. Good mix. Looks
I
like
love
a
seeing the
Michigan
mix of
goat.
generations in it.
It looks like a Michigan Outlaws photo, doesn't it?
Right?
Yeah. Someone on Bobby's side said Tony Cat's still waiting for his Octane 8 gear too. So that's excuse me. They said we'll tell you win a prize. We're not going to say you're actually going to get the prize. We just said watch for your prize. We said watch for the prize you won. We didn't say you're going to get it. Someone said something about my wrap. Thought that was your wrap. It looked good. Oh, that was his. But someone said about Roscoe. Roscoe did get a facelift. We might see a little bit of him today, but it doesn't do it any justice. Mel.
Got some nice bikes in the background too.
I was looking at those too.
First thing that I looked at, yeah.
Mel says, hey guys, great pod. Hold on a second. I'm sneezing like crazy. He says, great podcast. Watch it all the time. He's got an 09 MXZ 800 XP and a 2016 800 Blizzard XS. He just picked up the Blizzard in December at 11,200K, and now he's at 13,300. Been riding every day. The trail B112 runs through my farm. He lives just outside of Barrie. That's where we were. Had to send you guys some pictures of my sled. Keep up the awesome show. Hope to see you guys on the trail. We might have seen him on the trail too. Look at the bikes in the background too. That's awesome.
Looks kind of like Pasty Boy's sled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's exact, right? It's a Blizzard XS. 800 E-Tech in that one though.
Nice.
That'd be a beast. Yeah, I like the bikes. Top speed, 181K. The old 800.
That's cruising.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is in miles per hour, but it sounds fast.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Yeah.
1.6, I think, isn't it? We figured out.
We argued about this last time.
Yeah, you were right last time. Whatever you said.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
I haven't been in Canada this year. I'm getting rusty.
Siri, what is 181 kilometers an hour in miles an hour?
111, 112.
112.47.
There you go.
Nice.
Dang,
You
that's
can't
solid.
go by that though. They're always wrong. You can't really go by that, but
Yeah, my 2017 Assault could spin the track up to 118.
yeah. Well, I think sometimes dealers put on the computer and it'll actually trigger that to be, whatever. But yeah, so it's pretty impressive anyway. And it's 1403, so it's 2:03 in the afternoon. He was working on it. And look, I put this one, even though it was blurry. I like the little old XT in the background there. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, the
Those
old
are cool looking sleds.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, like, and I've been seeing it in your videos and Bobby, and I've also seen it in Shag Boy's videos. And there's a comment from Zook too. Like, it was so freaking busy on Saturday. It was ridiculous. The gas station, there might have been, if there was 40 sleds, if there was 100 sled, there was 400 sleds at it. Like, it was insane. And I was like, I don't want to get gas here. And I was right on empty. And Corey said, I don't know where we can get gas again. So I said, screw it, I'm going. And I went in and ended up sneaking through and got into people and signed a bunch of autographs, kissed some babies. People let me in. I filled up and I was on the trail again. So it worked out really good. So
Nice.
I was telling my wife that there was a girl with a 1200 parked straight in front of me. So I pulled up beside her and I said, is this okay? And I grabbed the hose and put it up over the hood. And then, we got shooting the shit and I signed her breast and then, I went on my way and away we go. So yeah, it was good. So, and I said, you know what, I'm married. So, none of that. And
Thanks anyway.
Yeah. So it was good. But she was a local there and she said she never seen the gas station so busy herself.
Is there snow decent, or is it just the only place with snow in your area?
It was the only place that got good snow, but we've had a huge section. Our biggest section really that's open right now got closed from COVID. The township forced the health unit to force OFSC to shut the trails down. So pretty much everybody flocked to this one area. And I mean, we didn't see many people when we were riding. Corey says, I don't remember that part, Gary. Oh, he was too far away to see it, you know. And my camera was off. Like I out of respect, you know, I had to shut it off. But it was the worker behind the gas started. Was she the worker behind the gas started? I don't know what that means. Anyway, but yeah, it was obnoxiously busy, and that's the thing. Zook said it's not even enjoyable, and it is getting to that point. You know, it's like really, it isn't. We didn't see many people when we were driving, but anytime you come up to an intersection where there's a big area to rest, it was packed, like just packed, right? So Bailey says the trails were dead in North Wisconsin. I heard I think Corey was out on Sunday with his wife, and he said that that they weren't as busy on Sunday either. So yeah, but great area. Like I've never ridden Midland to the point where like years ago possibly, but it was neat to see that area, that whole area. So this is Bobby. Oh, remember this one too.
Not this Bobby.
No.
A little before my time.
Bobby, geez, I don't know where that is. See, this is one that he didn't use his name on. Anyway, Jumpman J just sent me another picture. I can find it. Yeah, see, you gotta save your files, David McKinney. Telling you. Anyway, where's Bobby's email? I don't know, but it's a pretty cool photo nonetheless. I think there's an Exciter 440.
Oh, the old little kitty cat. That's awesome.
I did. You know what? I read this one too, and I thought it's a cool story because he's got a couple pictures here. Something about that. Oh, I remember this one. See, I don't always read them, but this one caught my mind. I wasn't going to show so many pictures because this guy sent me a whack of them. And the one picture, look at that old VMAX, Rich.
Oh, wow.
Sticks, eh?
That's cool.
A couple nice Yamahas there. And I forget where this guy's from, but he said that's his new sled in the crate he's waiting to get, or maybe he got.
Nice.
I'm just ad-libbing here, Jake. Bear with us, okay? And then this is why I threw this guy so many pictures in. He said that this is a picture he was watching the MUDBRATS video on how to put an XS tail flap and LED tail light on his XP. So, you know what? Thank you for watching that and throwing that in.
Yeah.
And then there's his XP. So that might be the XP that was in the crate. And it had a name. Boomer or anyway, he had a name like Roscoe. It wasn't Roscoe though, but you guys name your sleds. David, you got a name for your sled?
I have for every year for the last 4 years, yes, and I have slacked pretty bad this year. Last year, my orange sled was the Atomic Tangerine.
Nice, I love that.
And then my purple Chaos last year, it was. I think it's really clever once you explain it. It was the Space Cowboy. So
that's a great name too.
The wrap had the Galaxy in it. And then the twin pipes are the Outlaw twins, so it was the Space Cowboy.
That's awesome.
That's creative, yeah.
And then 2 years ago, that I had a 19 850, and it was khaki, so that was the khaki lack.
The Cackalack. Michigan Outlaws says it's called the Money Pit in the.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody's seen my sled in the chat, my kind of military green 21 Chaos. I don't have a name for it. Yeah, I don't have a name for it right now, and I've just haven't put the time in to sit there and stare at it and think of something punny. So if anybody's got anything, spitball. It's on my Instagram. You can look it up. But yeah, I need to name it. It's the first year I haven't in a long time.
That's awesome. Bobby, do you name your sleds?
You know, I was going to try in 2019 when I got my 850. I was going to call it Riot because I had the 850 Patriot, you know, Riot at the end. Then the Riots came out, and I'm like, well, that's not going to work anymore. And then I kind of gave up after that. So
Jumpman J says, David, call it the General or Gomer Pile.
Wow.
See, general's good, but Polaris makes the general UTV, so it's like
That's
you
right.
gotta. Everything
Yeah.
seems to be taken. And
Yeah.
All the good
What about
names.
you, Rich? Do you name your sled?
No, I never
Nice
have
shirt,
actually.
by the way. Nice shirt, by the way. I didn't notice that. When did you throw that on?
I was sweating buckets, man. That's what I said. It's like the heat's cranked in here, and I'm like, man, it's freaking hot.
Yeah. You have name your sled, or do you ever name your sled, or you don't get attached to it? It's like
No.
it's going in the fall anyway, so we're
Yeah, no,
We don't-
I've never named him actually.
ooh, I like that.
It's-
I like that Captain Chaos one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is
Captain
cool.
Chaos. Cool. Yeah, with a K.
I'm not naming it Major Boner. Sorry, Mr. That's a good play on words, though.
Yeah.
Actually, now that
Hey,
I said that out
G.I.
loud.
G.I. Jane is a pretty cool name too. If it's a girl sled, do you know if it's a girl or a Corporal Punishment? That's a good one too.
I do like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one too, right? Do you name your sled Jake? Like, is it really called the Money Pit?
Normally, I don't name any of my toys or anything, but this year I might be calling it the Troublemaker.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a good name. Yeah. What's David's Instagram?
I'm just
What is it, buddy?
switching over to jump in the chat there. I see that.
Yeah, post it in. If you post it in the chat, I'll put it in the other chat that you're not in.
Oh, I see. So this was that was from MUDBRATS, huh?
Yeah, that's from. You should be on MUDBRATS anyway. You should be on that other channel. No
Who
one
is that
watches.
guy? No one likes
No one
him.
watches.
Suggestion.
Yeah. So Bobby O is in the chat. Did I miss any key points in that? What's your sled's name? First Lieutenant is another one. Jumpman Jay's creative. He's got them all there. Yeah. My buddy calls his girlfriend, so he is not with his wife. He's riding his girlfriend. Yeah. And Trailmaker 74 says names it to repeat in front of the kids. Anyway, Mason. This one should be easy to find. I think he called his. Oh wait, maybe. Oh, this is it here. This Bobby O right here. He says, "Hey Gary, Rich, and Bobby, got a story and some photos for your fan photo Snowmobile sessions. Thanks for a great show and keep up the great work." He says, "My name's Bobby O, and I watch you guys all the time. The show always has great guests, news, and up-to-date stuff in the snowmobile world. Thank you for having this show. I live in Lower Michigan, but ride in the Upper Michigan and the Upper Peninsula too. My father, Bob Sr., and my uncle, Bob Prisk, got me riding when I was a kid. I'm now 41, and the three Bobs have put in a lot of miles in their sleds in Michigan." So he said the first photo was his kitty cat. We're going to go back here. This is his kitty cat. See, this is a good story, eh? It's his kitty cat, his dad and mom's 79 and 80 Yamaha Enticer 350s. I actually think that one on the right's an Exciter, and it's a 440. That's exactly the one I had, an 81. Maybe it was 80 that year, too. Photo was back in 83 when I was only 4 years old. So who are you going to believe, a 4-year-old or a 52-year-old? You tell me. Right. And then it's an 81 440. The second photo and third photo is me and my dad and all our friends in Gaylord on the trails and at a bar called, what's the bar called, Rich?
What are we talking about? Oh, in Gaylord?
From last week.
What's the bar called in Gaylord?
The gay bar, wasn't it? In Gaylord,
Yes,
Michigan.
it's not a gay bar. Get that out of your mind, Rich. Come on. It's called the Hideaway. It's the same thing. The Hideaway by Starvation Lake. And this Rambo was his sled's name.
Right, walk right into that.
I knew he had a name. Rambo would be a good name for your sled, David.
So this is what's thrown me. There's so many things I'm taking in. Roscoe is the name of whose sled? Your sled?
Yeah.
So our athlete, Ross Robinson, his nickname is Roscoe. And 2 years ago, he built a sled called Rambo. So I'm like,
it was fate that we met, David. It was fate. So anyway, Rambo is his sled's name. I knew it was cool. See, this guy's great. This is what I'm talking about. You guys should do. And there's more coming about what I hate to preach here, folks, but there's more coming that cements everything I say on a week-to-week basis. We'll get back to this. The 5th and 6th photo is me watching Gary's video about changing XP taillight, installing a better 6 LED taillight in Snow Guard. Thank you for the great video on YouTube, Gary. Subscribe to MUDBRATS, like, subscribe, share with your friends. And the 17th photo is January 2nd, 2021 in Gaylord. We need a snow bat at the time. And I finally got to put 50 miles on the new Gade. So that must be...
That was a lot of Yamahas in that last one.
Oh, yeah, that's a great photo. He doesn't have a picture of his new Renegade here. And the 8th photo is a little side-by-side. Oh, this is a side-by-side comparison of his new sled and his old sled. Rambo's the VMAX. And he misses Rambo, but he's so happy with this new Skidoo Renegade. Keep up the good work and hope one day you'll see us on the trails in Canada and New York or here in Michigan. That's a great and safe 2021 season out there. Cheers. Sorry about that. We got a little sidetracked on that, but there it is there. That's one of the adrenaline. That's not an E-Tech. That's a 600 carb in that one. And then we got Mason. We're going to find his. Can't be too far off of this guy.
Gary, I hate to jump in. I mentioned when I emailed you that I got limited time today. So unfortunately, I got to jump off early from you guys. But I'll make it up to you and stick around.
No problem. Thanks for coming by, dude.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I appreciate
just quickly. What's new coming up? What are we going to be looking for 509, and how do we find your channel and everything, all that good stuff?
Yeah, so YouTube, of course. For those of you guys that were not around when we started this today's podcast, we launched a YouTube series. We got 10 episodes coming out bi-weekly, so every other Monday. The first episode dropped last Monday, so 1 week from today is the next one. But also in about 1 minute at whatever time it is where you guys are, 5 o'clock my time now, there's another new series with Ross Robinson that's dropping, so we'll have uploads 3 out of the 4 weeks of the month here. All the way up through May. So this winter's pretty action-packed. It's just 509 Films, I think, is I don't even know what our YouTube channel is.
It is 509 Films. Yep, go with it.
It's still 509 Films. Yep. Then, of course, it's all the updates. You can follow it on Instagram. It's at 509 Inc. But, yeah, we're going to get on pretty consistent uploads. So we've been kind of out of it for a few years, just focusing on other things, and it's time we're hitting the YouTube thing pretty hard. So a lot of cool stuff this season. More helmets off, get to know the athletes, personalities, the humor, what goes into making everything happen. So it's pretty engaging and a little bit more relatable than people just doing backflips to music. So there's still backflips, but there's a lot of story within it.
Do you have a 51 seconds of your life you can stick around?
I do. Just for you.
I'll show you our edit, and this is my sponsored rider, Corey Brock, and hopefully you guys can hear the sound too. Is there sound there?
No sound. No sound.
No, nothing.
What? This sucks.
I'm seeing some awesome pow, but no sound.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh, Bernie's back.
It's a lot better with sound, for crying out loud. And then you don't get to hear what he's saying here and nothing. That's my sponsored rider, Corey Brock.
He looks good. Nice job.
Yeah. But that's 51 seconds of your life you'll never get back. Perfect. And look at it. It wasn't Bobby's video that come up next, so that's good. We got him out of my suggested feed.
I'm falling off.
Yeah. Every time I shared a video, it was Bobby's coming up in the feed. So I emailed YouTube and said, that guy's it's not legit. You got to delete that channel from YouTube.
Nope, they got the algorithm figured out. Clearly, they know what you want to see.
Oh, they do. They do. No, I love Bobby's channel. They know that. That's why they do it.
Appreciate it, man.
But thanks for popping by. We have The Green Ranger is what Jumpman Jay says. He says, thanks for stopping in, David. Bruce Stewart said the same thing. Sergeant Slaughter, I love that one. David, you should call it Maryland. Sent 2 videos in, Gary, if you want to show.
There's some good names in there. I'm going to have to track back to. Are these comments back
Yeah, they're
after the upload?
Yep. If you go to the live, if you replay the upload, you have to go to each channel and watch and hit the live chat replay, and it'll show them.
Cool.
So yeah, there's tons in there.
I appreciate it as always, guys. In the future here, I will definitely stick around longer because I thoroughly enjoy this part of it. I love looking at sleds all over the place. So we'll definitely link up in the future here. And I see Jay said his wife said there was a box at the mailbox today, so hoping it's those goggles. And yeah, guys, thanks as always. I appreciate it. You put on a great show and always look forward to it.
No, David, thank you. You've been awesome for supporting us and always there for us. I appreciate you coming in. Short time, short notice, and you're welcome back anytime. Just shoot me an email and say, hey, listen, what's up for tonight? Or Monday or whatever, and away we go. We'll get you on. We'll fit you in. We're never too busy for you, okay?
Appreciate it. Well, somebody enjoy beer for me because I got to go back to work right now. So,
okay, cheers, buddy. Be good.
Take care, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
David.
Bye-bye. Oh, geez, it's too bad I didn't have sound. That the whole thing is engineered to perfection. Jake, you would have loved it. You would have.
I was kind of disappointed.
I can't believe
I needed the sound, man.
Bombs over Baghdad.
Everything's up, so weird. Okay. Take care, David. Bombs over Baghdad. That's awesome. Yeah. What do you do? We got some great creative people in the chat. So I didn't read this one yet, did I? This is hey boys. This is Mason. He said, hey boys, love listening to the show and I'm excited to see all the new sled content coming out on your channels. Here's my 2018 MXZ XRS 850 that could desperately use a bath. Check out the mud and the skis or the dirt.
Oh yeah.
And then he also says, and he thought we'd appreciate this sled. It's our 2007 Blizzard 600 with only 700 miles on it. We picked it up last year. Jake, there's your donor sled right there.
That's clean.
Yeah. Mint. That looks showroom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Puts my 11,000 miles to shame.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's an SDI. That's a good one, buddy. That's got lots of power for you. Yeah. Jumpman Jay said he watched it 3 times. Love the powders deep out that way. Oh yeah, it was a great friggin' day that we had on Saturday. Great day. We're gonna keep rolling here. Evan Malkin. That'll be one too that uses his real name as well.
That orange and black looks nice.
It does, doesn't it?
Your first assault was orange, wasn't it, Bobby? Yeah.
Oh yeah, love the orange.
Nice. Yeah, that was awesome.
I matched my dad's Firecat, and
that's a good way to do it. He said, evening, boys. Enjoy tuning into the program each week. He lives in Western New York near Buffalo, Fredonia. You know where that is, Bobby?
Oh yeah, there's a pretty big college out that way, and it's probably a little bit more towards like Pasty Boy and them than it is me.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
you think Pasty Boy graduated from Fredonia College?
Could be.
You might have. Maybe Zook. Maybe Zook teaches at Fredonia College.
That's definitely the case.
You never know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we got he lives in Western New York near Buffalo, Fredonia. My middle son lives at the bottom of Tug Hill.
We didn't hear that either.
No, your son.
You didn't?
No.
Hold on
Are
a
your
second.
headphones off or something? Because your mic is a little.
Yeah, because you sound like you're on the other side of the room, bud.
Yeah.
Now is that better? Check one. Check one.
No.
No.
Ah, hold on. Maybe my sound is not.
Got a Blizzard trailer in the background too.
Oh, totally wrong. Hold on a second here. Now is that better? Check
Way
once.
better.
Oh, that's way better.
And listen to this. Tug Hill.
There it is.
There you go. You're
Not
back,
sure if I missed
in
that or
business,
not,
bud.
but
You're back in
Oh, wait,
business.
and the Michigan.
Yeah.
Outlaws.
There it is.
There, see,
Love it.
Jake, you should have told me it didn't play. The problem is we haven't any super.
I heard it in my head.
Yeah, there you go.
These cheap buggers haven't given me any super chats tonight, so we haven't had a chance to even play any sound effects of the cash registers or the Mountain Madmen. Had we known that, then I won't drink from the can. That's not ladylike of me.
That is the biggest problem.
Okay. Now that edit will play. We'll get to that maybe if Corey jumps on, we'll play that again because the Bernie Sanders thing's funny when it comes on. Anyway, what was Kevin saying, Rich? Do you remember?
What's that?
He lives in Tug. His son lives in Brewerton at the bottom of Tug Hill. So he does a ton of riding up there during the season. Attach a few photos of his fleet, including his new 2020 leftover Assault. The last one is a photo of the boys and I from last year on the hill.
Nice.
And yes, I'm a Polaris guy. Keep up the great content and ride on.
Now,
there we go. That's pretty good to say.
I like that.
Brewerton, New York is wicked close to me. That's like down the street. So
Is it?
Yeah. That's his middle son.
Yep.
That must be that guy there with the orange helmet.
Yeah.
If you ever see him, give him a wave.
Heck yeah.
They look like a friend. They look.
If he's a Polaris guy, he's probably going to flip me off now. But no,
No, we're not like that, Bobby. You know the Polaris guys aren't like that.
yeah.
They're
For sure.
Now, if you leave Bobby, you'll get lynched. They'll hunt you down.
Oh,
yeah. Hey,
That's a tough crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, the truth is that Polaris guys don't have many friends, so they're gonna wave at you no matter what. Bruce Stewart says you need another beer and you will talk louder. I think I'm good. G Money says is a 2005 Skidoo MXZ 500 SS a good sled? Yes, it is. It's a 597 cc. It's the 600 mil that they've been making for about 17 years, so it's proven. Scoop that up if you get a good price on it, buddy.
Josh is riding a 2004 version of that sled. He's got 4,000 miles on it. Barely had any issues with it. So
yeah, they're solid motors.
You'll have 18,000 miles on it, and you won't have any issues on that. That's one of the best engines. Yeah, that's
I was like their 583. You couldn't kill that thing.
No.
Them in the 670s, they were strong. Those motors.
Yeah. Corey Brock says he's watching. He's cleaning his sled. Of course, he is cleaning his sled. Corey, you wait till you see. We got some good pictures coming up. Better get in there. So who's this guy here? His name's Matt Gieffert. He's sending pictures all the time. Matt does. We'll find him here.
That bumper looks like he takes some trees out. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I missed him. Oh, it's Matt Elliott. There he is there. He says, hitting some POW in the backfields of Owen Sound, Ontario. That's right. That's a great area to ride too. That's kind of in the area I was. We got Casey Sellner.
Oh, nice.
Casey sent me two. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah. It's a 900 500 phaser. He's had this sled for 7 years and now tricked it out over the years. And he had this wrap done a few years ago. That one must be that one.
There's the Phaser 500.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's an 01 SXR 700. Got it last fall and he loves it.
Those are clean.
Look how clean that is, man.
That's
it's a 20-year-old sled. That's awesome.
Yeah. And you know, those 700s were bulletproof too. I mean,
they were amazing.
Yeah. I know a guy that had one. He had a pair of them and they had around 16,000 kilometers. So 12,000 miles each.
Yeah.
Sorry. Each they had around 10,000, 12,000 miles each, and not a bolt was touched on them.
Yeah, I had the red version of that.
Of the 500?
No, of the SX 700. When it first came out in '97, it was red. That's when they went to that new chassis with the trailing arm.
Oh yeah, right on. See, and that's the thing. Yamaha used to lead the way and stuff like that, trailing arm and things. And they somewhere along the line they just went, you know what, we're going to take a back seat. Brandon, there he is from Pennsylvania. These are great photos from Potter County, Pennsylvania. Notice in the group of the Ski-Doos lead the pack. It does. The cabin is his dad's. That's sweet. And he's been riding in northern PA since the 90s. The last couple of years, we've been making trips to the Old Forge, New York, when Pennsylvania is lacking snow. The 2018 MXZX 850 is mine. My dad rides a 2018 Blizzard 850, and my mom or wife, he should probably decide which she is. Is it your mom or your wife? Ride the 2016 Renegade 800 E-Tech. My mom or my wife, depending on what mood I'm in.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, this picture saddens me because that's Mike K's old sled that I was supposed to buy, and I passed it up, and I'm kicking myself ever since, especially the way sled prices have gone. Man, that's a beautiful sled. That sled looks yellow there. It's not quite that yellow. It's an odd color. It's a really vibrant, almost limey yellow when you park it next to our 50 edition. It's pretty good. Jumpman Jay says, leave it to Gary. Oh my God, I'm dead, Max Reed says.
Six String Brian, hey folks, my wife's new 2021 Renegade 900T needs a new engine, only 100 kilometers on it. Someone at the factory dropped a bolt in the turbo. Not good.
Oh, man. That would do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why they have warranties. They're built by humans. That's why they have
like what happened with us a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
One of the brand new 850s that was in our group a couple weeks earlier, he had some engine work done to, I think it was the fuel rail. We found the bolt inside rattling around the clutches, and it actually locked up the clutch and stalled the motor. We tore it down, found out that the bolt came out of the fuel rail, and there's a new bolt in there. So whoever serviced it pulled the bolt out, dropped it in there, never picked it up, threw a new bolt in.
Oh,
it was pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
That happens more than not, though. You know, when you see it at the bottom of belly pan of a new sled, you know, where someone, like you said, they drop it. Oh, well, it's going down the line. Get a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
Hate to be the guy on the other end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. This came from Robbie Bell. He says he's having some fun on the 600 Summit. And I actually didn't see the second picture till now. But you see my little comment there, my little red bar has a frowny face because he sent it to me at 2:13 p.m. What time does he have to send me pictures, guys, in the chat? What time's the cutoff? See who can get the answer right. But yeah, so I put it in there because it's such a cool, but we're going to share this other picture because we got some new photos. Noon on Monday, Brewster says 2:13 or 12 o'clock. Ooh, you might be onto something. That might be noon his time.
Well,
yeah,
that's
Bailey
it, right?
says 12. Mr. Snow Rock says 2:12. So he beat it by a minute. I like the way you get
firm that up out of Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, we should. It's Eastern. EST, you got to put at the end of your times. 4:30 Gary time. Trailmaker 74 says 4:30 Gary's time with 2 R's. So, oh my God. It'd be nice to know the locations of these photographs and these riders. Noble shit. That's funny about the Polaris guys. I noticed that myself. I know a guy who rides a Polaris. Oh my God.
The old I know guy.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
These guys are awesome, huh?
I know. I love the chat. You guys keep it up, man. Sorry, Gary. I was out on the Lev Lake for 2 days. Just got back at 6 before the show. I'm just bugging you guys. You can send it to me later, but I appreciate it if you send it earlier. I'm just rattling your cage because we talked about it last week that it has to be noon. We even gave away a prize. Well, we even offered up a prize. You get a watch for the prize. You're not actually going to get it, but it's what do they call it? It's insinuated prizes. We have the simulated prize packages on Snowmobile Sessions. Oh, it's a reasonable facsimile. We're going to give away a new sled. Who won it? Oh, Jumpman Jay won it. 3 years from now, he's going, did you ever get my sled? No, it's in the mail. Stuck at customs. That's the best part is all the Canadian winners, they win from the guys in the U.S. and all the American guys are winning from the Canadian YouTubers. So our prizes are always getting locked up at the border. Yeah.
It's crazy how the delay sometimes, right?
Oh, God. This is too fun. So this is the Brat Pack. There's Roscoe with his facelift. You can't really see it.
Wicked. Looks fresh.
Thanks, man. Wait till you see the black area. It's got a ghosted moose in it. So I'll do a video on it. I'm not quite done it yet. I got to paint the springs, and there's 2 pieces of wrap I got to put on the console. But it's getting close. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Good, it's really good.
Running. It's running like a top.
Can you blow that up? Because it looks really clean, man.
I can't blow it up. And you know what? I try. I hold it to the bar for 15, 20 minutes, and I can't blow it up. No, the video, I can blow the pit. I think so. Here. Does that help?
There you go. Yeah, I just wanted to see that.
So it was clean. It's clean, but true to the MUDBRATS name, it's not so clean right now, which you're going to see as we roll through these photos. So that's the yellow one is Dino's 600R XRS.
Right.
And then we've got the black one, the mean one behind there is the Angry 850. And that's Corey Brock. That's our sponsored riders. G Money's laughing. What a cheapo, hey? My wife said it's not picking it up for you. There's customs fees. So they sent the stuff with customs fees. Nice. Hey, if you're getting anything from me, it's going to be you pay the customs. It's not much. It's tax. It's 5% usually. And then this is
supposed to be with that new free trade, though. We're not supposed to pay taxes on anything anymore. I think it was under $500 or something.
I think you still got to pay duty though.
Do you? Okay.
Duty. DOODY. It's poop.
Duty.
Yeah, a handful of duty right in the face when it arrives at your door. So look at the snow here, guys.
Wow.
That's a trail.
So this is where you rode. This is where you rode this past weekend. Right on.
Yeah, this is the Georgian Bay Snow Riders meeting area there. Yeah, like this is wild. So
nice.
But look at this. So this is look at the title of that photo. The proverbial Rev Rider Coda Bear TV photo. You gotta yeah.
Like there's more snow than there is. That's good though.
No, that was really it. We pulled, you can see there's a trail to the right of us, and we just pulled off to the side, and it was coming up over our hoods, and we were like, oh yeah, we got to stop and get the Coda Bear Rev Rider photo.
There you go. It's the new trend.
And now I'll blow this one up because you'll see this one.
There it is.
He's not so clean anymore. Oh, there's more. There's more to that, Corey. If Corey, don't miss this one. I better peel your eyes to the TV right now because it's coming up.
A mud hole.
It's amazing what thumbnails you end up with your camera. I didn't have my camera on, and it's like, oh shit. This is Gary's car wash security photo.
How did he end up like that?
Let me tell you a little story about this 850. Uncoupled rear suspension or not, this thing wheelies like a monster. So Gary's car wash is this big mud hole, and I went through it, and those guys went around it earlier in the day, and I got my sled is just filthy top to bottom, and those guys are still clean. So then we're driving back, and Corey sees this mud hole, and he thinks, you know what, I'm just going to brap over it. So he goes, whap, and the sled stands up, and it gets to the other side, and the ass end hits the ice and starts to go out, and it just tunneled on him like that. So, and then you'll see in the video, like this is where I turned the camera on, and I ran up and helped them flip it up. But we were both laughing so hard it was funny.
I just had to mute my mic, buddy. I was
yeah. Corey says it's a fast 600 E-Tech and it looks awesome in person. Thanks, buddy.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not bad. Corey got to ride the 600R and my old 600 E-Tech, and I think it's dialed pretty good comparatively. So, and then Dino, he even let Dino drive the 850. So Dino realized that there's something wrong with his. And then we ended up figuring out yesterday that the belt was missing a chunk. The top layer of the belt was missing a chunk about 4 inches long, and the top 1/4 inch of the belt was gone. So it's hitting the clutch, and the clutch is going bang, 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 bang. It almost felt like the sliders were too long, and it was clicking on the clips. And I said that the first time I rode it, it was really noisy in the, like when you're taking off, like mine's so buttery smooth, and his is like click, 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 click. And then as soon as you get up to like 30 miles an hour, it goes away because you're going so bloody fast.
I can't believe it held up that long.
Yeah,
crazy.
Draco says he went 3 rides with it doing this. So, and the problem is he didn't ride at all last year. He had surgery and he was out for the whole year. He missed this tail end of the season previously, and then he was out all of last year. So he didn't ride the sled at all. So he didn't remember what it rode like. He had it one season. So yeah. He says, Corey needs to go see John Luke for a new sled. Glad you get to laugh about it now. How fast does your E-Tech go? Corey had his doing 184 kilometers an hour on the weekend. So at Rich, it's coming. Wink, wink. Oh, so that's the last picture there. So, but yeah.
Oh, that's classic, man.
And then Corey had a near-death experience too, but we won't get into that on this show. Maybe Corey will come on and tell us the story. But the moral of the story is, even though the hill goes down and comes back the other side, there may be a busy street in the bottom part that you have to watch for.
Oh, geez.
He's a hell of a rider, though. Busy street, and he just come down the hill, and there's cars, and he just did that. He must be really good at Frogger, is what I'm thinking, because he was on the brake and found the gap, and he planned it, and he just fired right through it out the other side. And I come up to him, and I'm going, wow, man, that was sketchy through the bush, and he's like white as a ghost.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? I just about got nailed back there.
Well, it's probably one of those things. If he locked up, he would have got smoked, right?
Oh yeah, if you didn't know what you were doing, you would have been. Yeah, you don't really have a choice. Hey, this is Energy Power Sports back here, our sponsor. Looks great, eh?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Spider there and everything, pretty awesome. So that was fun. That was a lot of good times. We'll actually get some more pictures up here. I'll just share my screen here, but I gotta pile these open. We have a couple late. Tony Cat, he's always good, right? Oh, I wanted to show you that one last picture of Bobby Bell. This will give you an idea of the snow that Corey was riding in too. Let me just put this up here. Pull that down. Oh God, I never laughed that hard about stupid stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I needed that.
Bobby, it was good seeing your dad out riding with you, but again.
Yeah, it was good to have him out there. It was his first ride, so he kind of had to get used to the oxygen helmet. He was having trouble with the heated shield, and he's like, oh, I think it's the helmet. I'm like, you have this 3-year-old cord plugged into your sled. I'm like, it's probably the cord. He's like, no, it's the helmet. No, it's the helmet. It was the cord. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, you have to have the vents open. It's such a warm helmet.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with Dino is he had one lens that was iced over. And he's going, I can't see anything. And Corey goes, flip, flip. And then after that, there was no issues at all. Yeah. I had already put my glasses away.
We didn't even know where the vents were. He's like, I got to open the vents. Where are they? I'm looking all around. I'm like, I have no idea. And finally he found that they were on the bottom.
Yeah, and they're hard to flip, but it's a huge difference, night and day.
Sure.
But anyways, I love the helmet. That was nice seeing him out in your video.
Yeah,
it was great. But look at that. That's the snow we're in. Like, that is crazy, eh?
That is crazy.
Yeah. That's heaven compared to what we got down here.
Yeah. But it's such a small area that the squall sat in that, like I said, 15, 20 minutes in Barrie was nothing, Isn't
that crazy?
There was absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's nuts, right? Jumpman Jay says he's always late. He says, hey, fellas, I was out on the lake this weekend, spent the night in my buddy's ice hut on Lake Temiskaming. What a great experience it was. Yeah, I love doing that. And we just had to choose the -20 night. Here are a few shots later that day. The lake was crispy in Ice Hut City. Well, I love these pictures. Let's see if we can get these up for them. That's on the screen, right?
Yep. Yeah, looks good.
Look at that wrap, man. That's awesome.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Extreme Machine. That's Jumpman's Polaris back there. Yeah.
A little Firecat action in the back.
Oh, what happened there? Put it in the wrong application. Jumpman Jay with his COVID protection on there. That's a great little hut, man. Screen door like at Grandma's house. Or maybe Grandma's in there saying, "Get your ass in here, Jumpman. Time to eat your beans." There we go. And then he's got
the Realtree grass camel suit on.
These guys are looking, going, "Grandma took Jumpman's sled. She's way the hell over yonder." Yeah, look at that. I love the ice huts like that. That's great. It looks a little slushy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Out of the lake there. How thick's the ice, Jumpman? You, if you're still in the chat there, there he is. There's our brother. Oh, where'd he go?
That's how our lake's looking right now, and it's all frozen over, so it's nothing but ski chatter.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
right?
If it ices up and you get a lot of traffic, it's hellish.
Yeah. Last year the lakes were bad, Gary, up in Muskoka. It was brutal.
Yeah, they were. You said they're good this year, though, right?
They're not too bad. I mean, I haven't been up in a couple of weeks, but like Raven was the first one to go, and it was a little choppy there. You saw that on the end of my video there, but not too bad.
Yeah.
And once they get more snow, it'll be better too, right? So
yeah. Zach Idle, he sent me a couple of videos. I hope. Let me see.
Draco asking in the chat if I've ever ridden near the sandbar in Costanza. I've crossed the lake a bunch of times and gotten off in Costanza. I've never ridden on the lake in that spot for an extended period, but I've crossed a bunch of times and ridden from there up to Tugs. So definitely been to Costanza.
Like George Costanza?
Yeah, there you go.
from the Seinfeld show.
Come
on, we gotta. Just wait, I gotta play this. I just got a sneak peek of this video. I wasn't gonna play it, and then I seen the video and went, "Oh yeah, I gotta play this." Where'd QuickTime Player go though? See, that's why it's important to send by what time, guys. What time do we have to send our videos in? You shouldn't email videos either, by the way. It's there's information on how to get me videos in the description of the video of the live stream. So
12 East.
What did I say? It was called QuickTime.
I tell you what, I had my own almost wipeout this weekend. I was going down this trail, and there was this huge mogul, and I didn't see it up until the last second. So I hit the brakes, and when I hit the brakes, my front end dove, and it just launched me so much harder. I came up, tail tap, then the sled came down. I thought I was off. I'm like, this is it. I'm like, luckily my tether's on. Hopefully it stops the sled. I'm like, we're gonna see how hard this feels when I hit the ground. But then I'm waving to try to stop all my buddies from hitting it. First two just just like I did. Finally, by the fourth sled, everybody started to slow down, but it was a scary one.
Bobby, if you hit it faster, do you think you probably would have went over it better?
Definitely think I would have. Yeah. I think hitting the brakes made the front end drop, and it kind of bucked me, whereas I could have maybe skimmed over it if I hit it just with some speed.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some sound in this one, which we should now, but listen to this.
Wow. No sound.
No,
I didn't hear it anyway. Did you guys hear it?
I didn't hear it, no.
I didn't hear it.
Probably not. Why would you be able to hear it, right? Why would you be able to? Why would it start now? It's the definition of an insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And that's the thing. Every time there's no sound. Why would there be sound today? One day though. Last week I think I had the thing dialed. Everything was rocking, and there's sounds coming out of everywhere. Now, hold on a second here. We're going to share this one too. Hopefully it's another jump. I didn't look at this one. Burp, 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 burp.
Spot on.
That's how it went.
That was a race sled.
Oh, here we go. Burp, burp.
Gary, whatever you change to get the audio back, it works.
Yeah, I did. It's a little Gary audio button. So that's good. That's how they sound. That was a Polaris. All right. Enough of the videos. We're going to get rid of those. We're going to put more photos on. John Reed sent me the old Polaris. Oh, better than the old Polaris is the old VW Jetta. Hang on. We got this going. Ooh, this is a nice Polaris. I don't know what it is. It looks like an Indy 400, but let me just see here. I got to share screen so you guys can all see it. I don't want to hog this on you guys.
You saying it was a nice Polaris? I figured it
But
was
it's behind.
decal.
There we go. Yeah. No, look at the Jetta. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Wow.
That might be an 81. My dad had that in like jade green. The Jetta, not the Polaris.
You couldn't kill those, man. They were good cars.
They were. His was a diesel, but non-turbo, so it was like it did 0 to 60 in about 3.5 hours. I'm telling you. Yeah. But we were going from a Volkswagen Beetle, so that was a speed demon. And the dash would rattle so much we had corrugated cardboard shoved in between the spots to keep it, like whenever a new rattle came, we just stick a new piece of cardboard in. It was like we called it the rich man's baby because it got a new rattle every day. Anyway, you want to hear about the sled, right? This is a snowmobile show, not a Jetta show. It's the Jetta sessions with Rich and Bobby. Hey guys, it's been a long time since the old Polaris and I have been sledding, but I was thinking of buying a new sled and starting up again. Something about that is making me hesitate is a 50-kilometer speed limit on Ontario trails. I'm an older guy and don't want to burn up the trails, but the current limit is way too slow. Any changes in the future? No. But Rich, do you drive 50, right, all the time, Rich? I'm sure, in a Polaris Assault 850.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You see my yep.
Yeah. Let me just put it this way. You should watch some Rich Outdoors. You should watch some MUDBRATS and watch the Sled Addicts, and you'll see that 50 kilometers an hour is purely a suggestion, not a. And you know what? Look up the busted 14-year-old gets busted doing 101 in a 50, and that's another one. And go out and buy yourself a sled. They don't make 170 horsepower snowmobiles for 50 kilometer an hour speed limits. I'll answer the question with a question. So there you go. No, there's no changes. I think the Intrepid Snowmobiler was going to lobby that they change them to 80 kilometers an hour, but in some cases the lakes have no limits. So if you want to go to the lake, you can run to the bar all day. But the trails, I mean, depending on where you are, it sounds like you're in Ontario, but I don't know what region you're in. Some of the stuff like in Port Sydney area, you're hard pressed to go over 67, 70 kilometers an hour in the twisties, right? But you get where we were riding the other day, and it's a little bit faster. You might be 51 or 52 kilometers an hour, right, Rich?
Oh yeah.
You know, so, but yeah, so go ahead, buy a snow. Don't worry about the speed limit. And sure. This is nice too. So where's this one here? Oh,
so I gotta ask Gary, was that an option back when that sled was made, or is that a floor vent on the side? That kind of
yeah. It does. It looks like a register from your house.
It does,
doesn't it? I love the embossing in the seat too. Like, look at that. That I think is an Indy 400. Like my buddy Dave had that same seat too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. If he's in the chat.
Bulletproof. Yeah.
They were great. Yeah. And it rode decently. It wasn't great, but look at this. You know?
Oh, that's lots of snow too.
Yeah. Guess where this is, Rich?
Oh, here it comes.
There's it go. Can be Tug Hill.
Tug Hill. Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Oh,
yeah, that is nice.
He says, hey, Redfield rode Tug Hill on Saturday morning. Amazing condition, but too congested for me. That's the what's happening nowadays, right? Ooh, look at this. This might be the tug. Is this in the tug, Rich or Bobby? Can you see that?
Should be, yeah. There's a big area with a bunch of windmills like that. So,
yeah.
Yep.
You know what their favorite music is?
I do not know.
Metal.
They're big metal fans.
There it is.
Yeah.
You should know that one.
Busy there. That looks pretty steady there too, right?
Oh yeah, it's like
a lot of action.
That's a thing, right? Man.
That's always a really congested spot. As soon as people see it, they pull up, take pictures, all that. So
yeah, I bet, right?
It's been crazy though. I tell you, they're out grooming and it's still bumpy in no time from all the traffic. So
is it like our area, Bobby, where there's some trails open, some trails not, so it's more congested just because there's more people on the open opportunities?
For tug, it was definitely that way for probably like the first 3 real riding weekends. Everything's starting to open up now, but there's just such a crazy number of people. Like Tug and Old Forge are busy on the weekends anyway, and then you add COVID and all the people and a late start to winter, it's just more busy than I've ever seen it. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's too bad, right? Like that's, like I said, it's borderline not even being fun.
The only thing I've seen that may be like a positive, because people don't want to wait at restaurants, I feel like the business is really spreading out more. Like we went to the busiest restaurant in Old Forge and got in like 20 minutes. Most winters, it's like 40 minutes to an hour. So I think people are really spreading out to hopefully not wait around at these restaurants because you got to wait outside and stuff.
Yeah, we can't go into restaurants because you're not allowed to. So
yeah, they're shut right down.
So don't rub it in, Bobby. Come on.
I mean, for New York, it's pretty mind blowing that we're allowed to. So we'll take it.
This is a nice little Renegade, eh? XRS.
Yeah, nice colors too.
Cool looking.
That's Justin's sled chat.
Is it? It's sweet. He's got the pack bumpers on it and everything.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
I think he's supposed to wrap it, so we'll see if that ends up happening or not.
Is he? Right on. That's cool.
Another black sled bites the dust.
Jump and geez, what's a restaurant?
What's that?
Yeah, right. Geez, what's a restaurant?
Yeah, no kidding. That's the truth. We pulled up to an intersection.
One of the posts, I can't remember where it was. It's got to be Muskoka or somewhere, but someone was getting a meal outside. They were, you'd order it and eat your hot dog or hamburger outside.
I would be down for that for sure. They're just not doing it in my area, that at least not that I've seen. Like the other day when we were waiting, I would have eaten outside, but it wasn't even an option.
Yeah.
Oh, we pull up to an intersection the other day and it's like Boston Pizza, Chuck's Roadhouse, yada, yada, yada. It's like, I said to Corey, remember when you could actually go and have a pint and sit and have a burger? Or, like it's, you can't imagine guys like from the US, like it's just, it's a big void. Like a lot of our trips were, and we're not, not to drink. A lot of our trips were like you drive 200 kilometers to a restaurant destination, you have lunch or mid-afternoon brunch, and you drive back, and now it's like you're just driving aimlessly. And it was great. We had sandwiches on the side of the trail on the weekend, and that's fun. I don't mind that at all, but it's like you see signs for Chuck's and Boston Pizza, and it's like, wow, those were the days, right?
It is definitely a lot different when you don't stop for lunch because it's kind of that little bit of break in the day. You warm up, you reset, you get back out there. The first couple rides, we didn't do it, and you're exhausted a lot quicker. At least I found that.
Yeah, for sure.
The frugal doer loves it.
I bet, yeah.
He's telling you to pack a lunch every morning, eh, Gary?
The frugal doer, he doesn't even take lunch. He just eats the bread crust that Corey pulls off his sandwich and throws on the ground for the birds. The frugal doers crawling around on all four getting them. So this is Gracie Gear's old sled here.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
old
right.
Summit. This is Big Slats Hill in Big Sky, Montana. Isn't that freaking sweet?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you see this picture. Hold on.
Is it a 670 or 583? I can't see it. Looks like a 670.
It would be. It's a 500.
Oh, was that 500? Wow.
Yeah, 500. I don't think that's
anemic for the mountains.
That's a short track summit.
Yeah.
Like that's only that would be their 121s. That's I don't know, maybe that's a 137. You know what I mean? Like that's not very long. Yeah. That could be a 137, but that's not long at all.
Didn't they have like a 131 or something like that?
That's what it looks like. And it looks like they had that hack system, right? High altitude compensator.
Yeah.
That's when they came out with that, which kind of helped for.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, Trailmaker says 136 by 1.5.
There you go.
Is that right? There you go. So. It doesn't look like that though. Like
compared to the sleds nowadays, it looks like a short track. Eh?
God, that's a long seat.
Yeah.
Where did that one go?
That's nuts. I can't believe they used to ride those in the mountains.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like that. They used to ride. Hard. Yeah, Rich, have you seen the what is it? The ski dudes. Have you seen those guys? They ride the old lands and stuff in the mountains.
No.
Oh, dude, ski dudes is. I'm gonna see if I can get ski dudes on here.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. But yeah, he rides old like 69 Nordics and Alpines and like just giving her
up in the mountains.
He had one guy with a Polaris on, and that was the newest sled. Now I think I've shown all those. Yeah, so that's it. That's all the pictures we got
for
today. So that was good. Thanks for sending those in, guys. That's freaking cool.
That was good.
Yeah. I'm sure more will come in, you know. More will
so,
come
Jake,
in.
If you had to replace your sled, what would be your choice? What would you go with?
Now, are we talking just any snowmobile or something reasonable
in the
future?
realm of realisticness, I guess we'll say.
Well, a couple of the other guys have like a 2016, 2014 Skidoo Renegade or Freeride. Yeah. I'd love to upgrade to one of those.
There you go.
I think Freeride would be my top pick.
Yeah. So do you guys?
Chassis is awesome.
It is. Yeah. Do you guys hit the trails a lot, or is off trail your main thing?
Well, we've been trying to hit as many trails as possible because that's about the only thing that has snow down here right now. We were hoping to do a lot more off trail this year, but I don't know how much is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Renegade will be great for that, man. I was riding mine this weekend, and I have the 1.75 track on it, and I got honestly stuck to the point I thought I was going to have to get pulled out, backed up a little bit, just gave it to her, pulled itself right out. And then you go down the trail. It's amazing. So they're the best of both worlds. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to upgrade within the next year or two.
Yeah. But I mean, you're on a great start with the Rev. I mean, that's an awesome chassis.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's night and day when you get into an XS from the Rev, though. The Rev is good, but when you get into the XS, it's like miles difference. And then the Gen 4 is just unbelievable. It's a game changer, really. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing.
Aiden Murphy's wondering how many miles I had on it before it blew up. I think last time I checked, it was just under 11,000.
Damn,
oh, that's good.
And I opened it up. It didn't look like it had ever been opened up.
That doesn't
didn't owe you much then, yeah. Like
not at all.
Plus, you've ridden it hard. Too. Like it's crazy. Is it an SDI or is it a carbureted?
Yeah. Yep, it's SDI.
Oh wow.
Oh, is it really? Oh, that's a great engine. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, lots of power. Yeah.
Yep.
So
we'll show this again for anybody that missed it.
Yeah, that's the piston. We're gonna put some tape on that.
Good to go. Little JB weld.
Oh yeah, it's fine. The crazy thing though is the cylinders are completely clean.
Really?
No scratching, no scoring.
No scratches. That's because it fell inside.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, right in the bottom end. Dogs on the trail at Tug Hill at Talbot Corner 2 weekends ago. Jeez. A lot of fun. Yeah. Will a 650 Patriot pull? Will a 650 Patriot pull off the bottom close enough to an 850 up to a little over the speed limit? I would say no, but it's hard to say. You might get the weight there.
Yeah, It might 1 or 2 sled lengths, maybe, but
I
Maybe
don't know.
check out the snow goer drag races. See what the bottom end was looking like. Give me a minute. I'll find that.
Yeah. Well, they said that the 600R was supposed to beat the 850 and 330 feet, but it can't be by much, man. Because I don't know.
No, but that's what I'm saying, Gary. We'll probably pull it out, for the first while, and then that right around that 350 feet mark, I think the 850 will start going by. It should. But.
I just want to know if Roscoe will beat a 600R, and Corey seems to agree with me that it will, because he rode them both back to back as well. But I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your buddy has one, doesn't he? You just line him up.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get better conditions, all right. So.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Probably when Corey and I switch, when Corey and him switch, Corey and I should line them up, because I don't think Dino would.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's let's go, Gary. Mark Bowe says, "Oh yeah, I'd race Mark Bowe. That's a Blizzard 600R. So I'd race Mark Bowe for pinks. We'll do that. Up to 30 kilometers an hour, and we'll see where it goes from there." Aiden Murphy says, "Got myself a 05 Renegade 600 SDI. I'm having problems with it fouling plugs. It'll run good one day and next day it floods. Anyone have any ideas?" And Jeffrey Fortino says, "Bobby, I saw you ripping around Old Forge on Saturday."
Sounds like me.
You can't hide with that rap, eh?
I know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. Rob Rambo says it's pepperettes on the trail, and that's what Corey had, an old bag of pepperettes. I had apples and ham and cheese sandwiches and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, got to go back to the old days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you, people see me a lot, but I haven't talked to too many people so far. So if you guys see me, say hi. Always down to talk.
Yeah.
You going riding again this weekend, Bobby?
Yep, Friday and Saturday this week's the plan right now. Just gotta see if I can get Friday off of work, and then hopefully get some more miles in. So far, I'm kind of getting into this laziness. When I go up and stay overnight, I seem to not ride as much. I don't know. I'm like, I got all day, and the next thing I know, I'm like, I only did 70 miles. What the heck happened?
Those little cabins look awesome, bud. Those
good.
They look wild.
Yeah, you got to walk to the bathroom, but I mean, they're cheap. I think the whole weekend was like $180 last week, I want to say. And I mean, you can't beat that. They're warm, plenty of room, all that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Nice.
Thanks.
Hey, we got some house cleaning to do here. Corey Brock, he actually sent me the super chat for the other ski.
Oh yeah,
it's a ways up here.
I didn't even see it. Oh, there you go. I think it's the only one tonight we got, right? Very good.
I think it is. And it's on my side, so that's the side to give it on, is on the MUDBRATS side. If you're going to super chat once, do it on MUDBRATS side. There we go. Beer Money Gary. Awesome. Thanks, Corey. That's awesome. I'm going to use it to buy the second white ski hoop. He got me one white ski hoop last week, and I ended up, the ski hoop story is awesome because I had yellow ski hoops on my sled. I wanted white. Corey gave me $6.99, and so I went, God, I got to find a pair of ski hoops for $6.99.
I got another one from Zach Islander.
$4.99. Yeah, anybody got white ski hoops? And he said, I'll trade you your yellow, even Steven. And he bought 4 masks. So I went, deal. So I ended up getting them for less than $6.99, and I made a few bucks. Thanks, buddy. $4.99. Thank you so much, man. That's great.
For sure.
Perfect. Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Sorry we missed that, Corey. I had my screen covered, so I didn't see it, and these other bozos didn't say a thing. Anyway,
I caught the last one there, not the first one.
That's good. Yeah, I had pictures up on my screen, so I didn't see it. It was covered them up.
See, because I'm using my laptop camera now. I'm not looking over, right? Whereas I'm using my camera in the middle there. I can see them both.
Zach Idle says, I got Boy last week. Got to spread it out. Haha. Oh, got Bobby last week. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's great. Good to do that. Jesse
Absolutely.
James 322s on Bobby's side. He says, I don't know, it wasn't too bad. He rode one last year a bunch. I'm so used to his Matrix, it wouldn't be super impressed. That's the thing. You can't go from an 850 to a 650 or 600, but you can go up.
I don't know. I think for trail riding, you'd be okay. You know, like I think the 850s are more for the big lakes in like northern Ontario, Quebec. But you know,
yeah.
I could be wrong, but I did think at least the Skidoo 850 really punches hard down low.
Yeah.
Like I said, might be because of my track, and then that like mid range pull on the 850 Patriot is just crazy in comparison to a 600 though.
Yeah. Bruce Stewart says more power.
Yeah,
for sure. Jesse's in the house.
Actually, his video was pretty cool where he swapped off with that young kid.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that? The XCR? They were going back. They were riding pretty good, man. It was a good video.
I unsubscribed him. I thumbs down him and get the hell out.
So Gary's the one that's running around on thumbsing all our 2 videos. You know, when you get the 1 or 2, it's Gary running around doing this.
Okay, so no word of a lie. True story here, guys. That video that I showed to David McKinney, okay, that is unlisted, right? Unlisted means you have to have the link to view the video.
All right.
I sent it to Corey. I said, can you open it? And he says, it's got 2 thumbs down on it.
How?
It's an unlisted video, man. 2 thumbs down.
See,
So
I thought unlisted videos, you could still see them on someone's channel, but you can't watch them.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Only viewers, but you need a link to find it on the channel because it doesn't show up in the feed, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Gary, you're thumbsing down your own videos.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Not only did I thumb it down, he thumbed it down too and said, that's horrible. Yeah, Jesse James is back on my side. Nope, just who has the link. He says he loves me too. Yeah. No, I love Jesse James. It's great. I'm always on his channel. The one time I was watching so many Jesse James videos, I was going through the comments and I thought it was my videos and I was answering people in the comments and I had to apologize to him going, I'm sorry. I thought they were asking me a question.
That's awesome.
I've been sitting here so long. Who's hey Jake, who's watching there from the Michigan Outlaws? Who's watching in my chat? Is that you?
I believe that's Cameron.
Is it Cameron? Cameron, good to see you in the house. Yeah,
yep, he's the one that's been emailing back and forth. He's usually kind of the head of the social media aspect.
Right on.
He's the business manager, so to speak.
Yeah, he's also the editor. So he wears a lot of hats.
Yeah, what's it like trying to run a channel with so many guys? Is it hard to balance the work or?
Not really. Towards the beginning, Cameron kind of took over the video editing. I helped him out a little bit, but after that, he kind of took it over as his own, and it's worked great ever since.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. For some people, it's like I really enjoy editing. It's probably my favorite part of the whole process. So if you have somebody that'll do it, that's great.
Yeah. And I'll do that sometimes too. I mean, I'll edit up little short video clips and throw them on my Instagram just because it's so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is fun. Yeah. It's just the problem is you sit there and you go, oh, I just cut that out. That was a good part.
Yeah,
but if you keep it in, your videos are going to be an hour long, right?
Exactly.
Like, I gotta
remind yourself other people might not enjoy this as much as you will, you know?
That's right. Yeah.
It's like my Grinch edit. I spent like weeks making that thing, and I was on location shoots and scripting it, and I play it and I don't even get a laugh. Jesse, how's the new skid holding up, buddy? Did he get a new skid? What am I missing here? Did he?
No, rails. He bent his rails at the back when he was landing.
I'm only kidding you. I'm only kidding. I won't even be able to play the Corey video because the link was screwy. Here, maybe it's in my history here. I won't show you guys my history because that might not be good for TV.
Jesse said, from what he's seen, the skid's great, seems straight, but his rattle can paint job's not doing so hot. So happened to the best of us.
Oh, is his windshield starting to fall apart? It's starting to crack.
I think he might have painted. Go ahead, Gary.
The rails.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
His new rails.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right,
Yeah.
right.
They're beefy looking, man.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I can't even get it up because it's non-listed and this computer's not very friendly, but whatever.
Made enough time.
Yeah, it says video unavailable. It's unlisted, but I can't see the video. Isn't that weird? Anyway, whatever. I had to do some finagling with it to get it to work, but yeah, Ice Age, that's all they put in the Mountain Pro RMKs. He had to paint the rails because he didn't have time. Sounds like Gary needs a new PC. I'm all Mac, man. I need new Macs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
If only they were free.
Jumpman Jay, it showed up on your feed because I had to cheat the system a bit, but it already had 2 thumbs down on it. I had to turn it on to public, load it up on this computer, and then switch it back to unlisted. Yeah, Mac is whack. I agree. Yeah.
Oh, their new chipsets coming out are stupid good.
Yeah.
The M1
Yeah.
is unreal.
Now we're having a computer argument here. This is a snowmobile session showing up. Like, this is a PC session.
My ass off.
Okay, here we are on PC sessions. Jake, let's hear about what chipset you got and what's your video card like. Jesse, what's the top speed after doing all the work on the sled? They want to know. How did Jesse James 322 hawk our show?
Right?
He's got to be still in break-in, though. But maybe he's not.
Jesse James, you want to come on screen if I send you a link?
Yeah, get him on here because he's talking so much.
Yeah, let me see. If he's gonna hack our feed, might as well.
That's the thing, Bobby. You were saying too, right? Like the Polaris. Like I think it was in the manual I was reading. It's 15% more gas and 25 or 20% more oil for Polaris on those break-ins, and it's noticeable.
Yeah.
So, and
they definitely pull power on the Polaris, whereas on the Skidoo, I don't think they pull any power. So
yeah.
My Skidoo is a little oil thirsty, I will say.
Oh, yeah?
My 2019 850 was great on oil. I know you said your 2020 wasn't, but mine was. It sipped it. I mean, like I said, I would do like a gallon a season. That was pretty much it. I'm ripping through it with the 850 E-Tech so far, but I'm still in break-in, so we'll see what happens when it comes out.
Well, I got just over 400 kilometers, and yeah, it's night and day better than my 2020. That thing, there was, I don't know what it was, whether the guy at the factory's like, let's crank his oil pump up, like, because it was bad.
Yeah,
it was to the point where I was looking forward to, like I said, they did the flash, but I didn't get back up to Quebec to try it out.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm glad they fixed it, because knowing how good my 19 was, I was like, I know they can be better, but I heard that about a lot of 2020s that they were downing oil. So
it was bad.
Yeah,
it was terrible. But anyways, the new one's nowhere near the amount of oil. So
yeah, good.
I'm looking forward to putting some miles on it, though. That's all.
Yeah.
My 600 SPI I blew through probably about half a gallon in about 110 miles.
Jeez.
So that's chugging.
Wow.
Oh my God. And you still have a hole in your piston. How does that happen?
Right. Oh man.
You think it'd be plenty lubed up.
Right.
Right. Fouling plugs, you think you'd be doing more fouling than plugs, and
exactly.
But, yeah.
Rob Rambo, are you based out of Oakville area? It looks like about 15 centimeters of snow tomorrow. I'm actually at the dealership right now, Energy Power Sports. Pop by and see me, knock on the window. I might not hear you. I'm about 45 minutes from Oakville. I'm near Kitchener, Cambridge, Ontario. But
look at that.
Hopefully
we get 90% snow tomorrow. I didn't even know there was snow coming.
We need snow, because we didn't lose any snow, so we still have the base from Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we still have snow on the ground. If we get a little bit, if we got 15 centimeters, man, our local trails are open. And you know what? They will, because I'm going north. So whenever I go north, our local trails open.
Oh, you're heading up north this weekend?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going last weekend.
On Wednesday to Friday. I'm in the Hammer, Rob Rambo says. Right on. I think Rob Rambo sent me some pictures a couple of weeks ago. I probably didn't put them in because they're at 2:13 p.m. on Monday. So
yeah, look at that. -3, 90% chance of snow. Nice.
that's cool. I like those odds. Yeah. Oh yeah. Snow's good for snowmobiling. We need to get all the. I didn't get it yet. Once I do, I'll join. Jesse James.
I'm looking at my weather. The 2 days I'm riding 1 degree and 9 degrees. It's like, are you kidding me? 27, 25, 20 the day after. I have no luck. Oh well. If I would
It's
just
going to get mild again there, though.
Is it?
Well, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here. Only a high of -3, -4. But it's getting cold at night, so that's good.
Yeah.
Try that, Jesse. I just sent it again. Look in the spam. That's where Gary's will be. Laugh out loud. Probably will be. Yeah. I don't know. I bet you if I was looking for a mortgage, he'd probably help me out. He'd get my email. I was buying a house.
You'd be signed.
What were we saying, Bobby?
Snowstorm, put a real windshield on. That I was gonna say that earlier. I put my liner in my mono suit this weekend. I was toasty, man. That works great.
How are you liking that? You loving it? It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think like I can see why guys in the mountains use them. It's one thing, you put it on, not really a lot of area for snow to get in. You're in it all day, all that. But for like the trail guys that go in restaurants and stuff, obviously having to tie it around your waist and all that, not ideal. But the warmth and everything is great with it. So I can't complain about that at all.
That's a good point though, Bobby. You wouldn't think about that, like you said, because those guys that are riding out west wearing them, they pack their lunches, right?
Exactly. So they're never going inside. That's
a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. The FXR has suspenders built inside, so you can unzip the top and let it hang down.
Yeah. Mine has that, but they still fall on the ground.
There he is.
There he is.
We figured it out. I finally got the email.
Right on.
After he heard I was buying a house, he went, "I'm getting on."
Yeah, now I got to keep this relationship going here.
But it's good. Canada, so there's no money in it here.
Yeah, no, I couldn't help you even if I wanted to.
Okay. So where are we going here? What do we got for questions for now? Everybody's asking you questions in the chat. Now you're on, and
right now I can't see it.
Nobody's asking you questions. People said about I don't know, how fast is it?
I got the best I've seen out of it is 114 so far. I finally just came out of break-in, but there was so much snow up on the hill this weekend that like you're not going to hit that when the trails are, have 4, 5, 6 inches of fresh snow on them. There's just no way. So,
no, true.
Do you usually top it out on a lake, or do you find a good trail? It's a little dicey to
that's a real dicey question to answer, but most of the time it's on a closed course.
There you go.
Somewhere in the woods.
It's usually leading up to a big ramp is where he tops it out. Oh, there's a jump there. Let's top this thing out. Yeah.
So 114 was the best. Rails are holding up pretty good, and the hill was whooped this weekend. Holy smokes. Yeah. So I put it through the ringer, and I checked it before I left, and they still seem straight. Everything seems to be in working order. Like I said, other than my paint job. So
you can do that in the
That's okay. You usually have too much snow on them and you can't see him anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Mark Bow was in the house too. Where'd he go?
That's good, Jesse.
That's back.
When you swapped off with that kid, man, you guys were riding pretty good. Like going back and forth on that old XCR, right?
He was super impressive. And it's funny, his dad came up to me and we were just getting some food. It was a little bit later on. Obviously, it was at night. And his dad's like, he saw your sled as soon as we rolled up. And he was like, he's in there somewhere. So his dad was awesome. He was awesome. And then, like I said, talking about it, and then I found out he rode a 850 XCR already, and I was like, what's my sled compared to that? It's nothing different. So we took him out, but yeah, he rips. He cruises along. Like, he's super impressive for a 14-year-old. So I would keep an eye out for him. They're talking about getting him into like cross country racing and stuff like that. So he should be pretty good. I was impressed.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
cool. Jesse, Jumpman J says, are you running VES or new stuff for oil?
VES. I don't even run VES Extreme. Talked to a couple people, and the Extreme is like the guys in like Alaska and the North Pole or South Pole, wherever it is, where it's like negative 40 Fahrenheit and like the oil's like coming out like syrup.
Yeah.
So I just run regular VES.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with my 850, and I never fouled a plug. I always thought it was because I never ran the Extreme.
Yeah, and it could be. I've never had any of it, and this is my third Polaris now. And even all the guys that I ride with too run just regular VES, and they've never fouled a plug, nothing like that. So
That's what I used to.
and that's actually a good point that I've never even thought about.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't worry about it last year because I was eating so much oil, but even this year, I don't notice. Yeah, I think you don't, like you said, Jesse, and that's what my dealer said to me. Unless you're in the extreme cold, like constantly, you don't need it. So that's why I never went with it. My dealer's saying that, but
yeah, I went to some biggie show in the States, and I was talking to the one Polaris rep. Because actually Polaris Lubricants helps me out. So I was talking to her a bunch, and that's exactly what she told me. She's like, unless you're in it all the time, you really don't need it. So
yeah, there you go. From the horse's mouth.
right, exactly. So that's what I run with.
I brought in Slowbee. What's shaking, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. We just, hey, if you're in the house, if you're chatting it up, we're gonna bring you in, man. That's great. You haven't been on yet, have you? You haven't been on the show yet. Well, why the hell not? What's Bobby doing? Rich is the producer here, isn't he?
I don't have any control back here anymore, so that's all on you.
You guys should never have any control ever. They end up having guys like Jake from Michigan Outlaws on if you give you guys too much control. What's shaking, Slow B? What are you up to, man?
Oh man, we just got that fresh snow up there, and it got super cold the last couple days, and just waiting to go back up. I think I'm heading back up Wednesday, and I had to entertain this past weekend, so I didn't get a lot of miles, but there was little kids, so we're teaching them young,
Yeah, that's good.
Cool
way to do it.
Sometimes it's better if the snow's going to stick around and wait it out too, so you're not there with the big rush, right?
Yeah. Yep. And we're supposed to get a little bit here back in Rochester, and if that happens, those guys stay home.
Yeah. Now you're quite rural. Like, how close are you to the trail? Like, is it run through your property, or where do you got to go to access it?
You literally go out our driveway and bank a left, and it's probably 500 feet. I usually try not to video that so people don't follow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because us YouTubers, we're constantly getting paparazzi following us. You obviously were there when I was telling the story about the breast signing at the gas station, I guess, eh? Jesse doesn't probably get any of that.
No.
Yeah.
So I have a problem where I get we're right up the street from a bar called the Hayloft.
Nice.
What a nice name.
You're really pinpointing your location now.
Yeah.
Hayloft Trail, the driveway. Got it. I know where he lives.
What happens is when the trail gets bad, guys take the street and they always pull in our driveway because we got a big barn, and they're like, "Are you open?" We're like, "Nope, keep going."
That's awesome.
Yeah. Tony Cat says it's a good bar. He'll pop over. He'll pop over.
Yeah, I actually I went there Saturday night for my first time. Actually, super cool place.
Right on.
Yeah. Jesse, were you in the tug riding this weekend? You start in the Turin area, right?
Yeah. So I stay at a place right in Constableville. So I was up there this weekend. I rode Friday and Saturday.
Nice, good stuff.
I'll be up there again. I'll be up there. The game plan is to go back up Thursday night and then ride Friday, Saturday again, and then shoot back home. So,
God, you guys are getting a lot of miles in this year.
Yeah, you are watching it now. Can you guys? Well, I've seen Coda Bear. He's in Wisconsin right now, isn't he?
No, this is Slowbee. That's not Coda Bear.
No.
Oh, but that's not Coda Bear. What the hell's this fool doing on then? I thought it was Coda.
So you guys have no problem across the states, right? Like they're not causing you guys grief. You can go across. Well, that's good. Very good.
that's perfect. God, I can't cross my driveway without getting a health unit on me.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing now? Can you guys go anywhere?
You know,
We're not supposed to. Go ahead, Rich.
No, you say, buddy. Go ahead.
It's a stay-at-home order, but it's not an enforceable law. But you're supposed to stay home. If you get caught doing something stupid like speeding, and there's 2 people in the truck not from the same household, you could get a ticket.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to really go like the province is divided, and yours probably is the same way. We have health units that serve Waterloo region, like Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. Then there's, Simcoe, Muskoka health unit, and there's, Guelph health unit, and London Middlesex health unit. And there's all these health units around Ontario. You're not supposed to ride outside of your health unit. So if you live here, you're not supposed to ride outside of Waterloo region. So people are doing it, and I guess that's the thing. If the trail's closed down, you can't complain if you're out there riding. So,
right.
But yes, but it's tough because there's a big moral thing. Like, even I have a cottage up north. You're allowed to go up there if you are, if it's essential, you got problems, you need to do something, a tree falls down, there's anything dangerous, you're allowed to go up there and do it, or you're allowed to go up there and wait out the whole lockdown at your cabin. But we're not staying there until the middle of February, obviously. And so it's there's rules you're supposed to follow, but are people following them? I don't think it's probably 10-20%. Probably
tree fell down every weekend so far in your place, right?
Yeah, I've got one that's down. I got to take care of it on Wednesday. Yeah. So Bobby, we have some house cleaning here. You got a super chat from Brad Ike. He says, "Thanks for the entertaining show, guys. Helps pass the time between snowmobile rides. Think snow." I can't wait to listen to the podcast version of this, Rich. I'm going to be peeing myself laughing the whole time.
Like I said, I had to mute my mic there when you were showing that picture of what's his name, Corey Rock. That was too funny.
That last week when about trading the wife for the snowmobile, good God, I laughed in the car. I almost went off the road. I jumped ship to the MUDBRATS side. I'm not cheating. I'm just a tramp. Eddie Whitworth says, "Good job, Eddie. The Brat Pack loves you." Let's see what we got here. We got MUDBRATS 52 chatters, and we got 47 chatters on Rev Rider's side. Come on over. The water is good over on MUDBRATS side. So it's nice and toasty over here, isn't it, Slowby? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Rob Rambo says curfews blow. Sorry, it's true. You know what? I don't know. It is what it is. So it's not the same. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's heartbreaking. But our biggest area, or one of our best areas to snowmobile, is closed, and it will be big issues if you go ride there. It's trespassing and everything else, and it's unfortunate, but that makes everywhere else busier than anything. So, right. I mean, we're riding. We didn't see a lot of people. We passed a lot of people on the rail line, but in the trails, we didn't really see a lot. But when you come up to a corner, they're all stopped. So they're not riding. They're just standing around going, shooting the shit or whatever. But it's, I don't know. Bruce Stewart, 2-stroke kills COVID. I agree, but I mean, we didn't see anyone else. Like, we didn't come in contact with anybody. My worst part was the gas station. I was blown away that you couldn't pay at the pump. You had to actually walk inside. So I waited my turn. I let people come out. I walked in with my helmet on, and away we go. And like I said, I got mobbed on the way out. There's a lineup. I signed autographs. Corey and Dino are waiting, and autographs and take my picture. And my mom's coming. Can you take a picture with her? And yeah, so it was good, right? So it's
it's hard being famous.
You had a trip planned this year, Bobby, didn't you? You had a trip planned originally. Are you still going to do it or no?
Supposed to go to Maine. Don't think Dad can go. Don't think Josh can go. So we're trying to sub some people in. So we're going to see if we can find anybody. But as of now, still going. But it's getting down to the wire. It's next Wednesday that I'm supposed to leave. So
good, buddy. Good. Hope you go.
Fingers
good.
crossed.
Hey, Jesse, would you ever get a Skidoo backcountry or any Skidoo again?
I think if they changed a couple things, maybe came out with a new chassis that I liked a little bit better than the Gen 4, possibly. As of right now, no. I'm a little sour about a couple things that they got going on. Just little things too. It's nothing crazy like LED headlights. It's 2021. Get with the program.
Yeah,
you know, just stupid stuff like that. Guys are still blowing belts. It drives me nuts. Secondary roller issues. They've had that issue.
My buddy this weekend. That's crazy. You say that.
All of them do it.
Yeah.
Since
My 800, the big
issue.
light.
Yeah. Since 2008, they've had the issue and they can't figure it out. It drives me just up a wall. And then to have the secondary clutch be connected to the jack shaft, so you got to take everything apart. Whew, man, it gets me aggravated.
That's funny you said that. He has a 600 too, which surprised me. I figured that would be more of like a big bore thing.
No, they just get brittle, especially with like reverse and stuff, and that helix slams back and forth, which like I get it, but every sled has reverse on them now. So like put something a little bit stronger in there.
Yeah.
That's why you should always clutch kit the sled no matter what, right when you get it.
I don't even know if Ski-Doo clutch kits come with new rollers.
No, they don't, but it'll help with the belt slamming and all that bad stuff. Yeah. Eddie Whitworth says, Gary, I'm in Port Sydney. Give me the address of that cottage and I'll make sure the wind knocks down a couple of trees for you. Actually, if you could do that and chop them up in pieces about yay big and split them for me, that would be great. That's essential. Yeah. So, no, that's cool.
A buddy of mine rode from Halliburton down to Bracebridge today. He said it was pretty good.
That's good.
You know, like it was, they're showing yellow, but he's saying the trails are really good. So
yeah.
Good. Yep.
Well, they're starting to get snow there. So that's Gravenhurst had a bunch of snow. And Muskoka Mike, I think he was on or texted me, he's watching. Muskoka Mike, I said, should we stay here and ride, like just do day drives for the next couple days? And he said, no, it's better up north. Scenery's better too. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Eddie Whitworth said the groomer went the Bracebridge last night. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Stewart says he goes through rollers every 2,000 miles. Best just put new ones in every year. It's a good point. Like get your clutches cleaned and serviced. That's for sure.
And so, I'm with you there. I just think it is a wearable product. Someone else said that too. And I get that and I understand that. But, you know, I've had guys with, 1,100, 1,200 miles they go on it. And it's like, and they don't make it an easy process to change it. I think that's the thing that annoys me the most. So,
yeah, my buddy that had to go, he only had 1,000 miles on his sled. The perk is it's within warranty, so hopefully they'll cover it under warranty.
But I mean, it could ruin an entire weekend because it's not like
it ended his weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I only had blew out rollers once on my 800, but when the belt went, it went. She was a mess. I don't know. Someone was just talking to. Was it another YouTuber that blew a belt, or was it someone Corey knows blew a belt and tore the belly pan right out of the sled? Like when they go, they go.
Grenade on lake. Yeah, they destroy belly pans and engine parts sometimes.
It's funny we talk about that. My one buddy, he was up in Island Pond, Vermont this weekend, coming across the lake on an 850 Ski-Doo and grenaded it. I'm trying to pull up a picture here.
Maybe that's where. Did you have it in your video?
No, I wasn't with him.
Oh, okay. You guys are in Bob Cajun area Kawartha Lakes. Yes,
nice, but they don't get as much snow as Halliburton and Muskoka though.
Slow B, how many? Sled Squad wants to know how many miles Slow B has on his sled.
Oh wow,
that belt's gone.
About 550 right now, but I'm looking at like hopefully 200 or 250 this week.
Cool. And you're going to go away with Bobby and he'll take you to Maine and you can rack up another $1,000 on there easy.
There you go.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you guys, we've ridden them North Bay before. Is that bar the Portage still around there?
Yep. And North Bay's the area that's closed right now. The North Bay Health Unit is the health unit that shut it all down.
Yeah.
So, funny story. The first time we rode there, we had stopped there and
Fanny's. Did you go to Fanny's?
We have been there.
Boy.
The people at the portage, they're like, you guys got to leave. So we thought we were getting kicked out. And we're like, we have not drank more than we normally do. And they're like, no, you really have to leave before it gets dark here. It gets way too cold. And they ended up talking us into leaving before. And it was probably the coldest night I've ever experienced with like 46 below.
Oh, yeah.
Twin blends, right?
Obi, when a Canadian tell you it's going to get cold, it's going to get cold.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that, but holy!
Oh,
but you were in jean jacket and shorts riding your snowmobile. What were you riding back then?
500 SS.
Oh, nice! Right on. Yeah. Oh yeah, your old XP. That's right. Why'd they close the trail north of Ontario? It's because of the health units closed it. It's because the mayor. I shouldn't say. I'm live.
I know. It's so hard, right?
Muskoka Mike can put it in the chat. Yeah, nobody knows who you are. Sled Addicts is in the house. Jesse knows about BOELDT 8.5 on his last 850 last year. LOL. Mike says.
Was 850 due last year?
No, I don't know. My buddy had an 850 due, and he went.
Not your Jesse. This is Jesse from Sled Addicts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My Jesse. Yeah, yeah. That's Mike. Mike actually put it on. Their partners on that channel. Yeah. Man, I was in Red Lake, Ontario. It was only -40 was the last day. That day you called your buddies to go fishing while it's warm out. When it's -40, you call your buddies to go fishing because it's warm out. Yeah. Riding Devil's Mountain in Quebec back to Kazaboozoo was the coldest I've ever been. You know, the coldest I've ever been was in Winnipeg. And I had a Columbia jacket. And when I got out of the car, it was like someone stuck a vacuum in the coat and sucked it in. It was so dry, the cold immediately sucked all the moisture out of your coat. And it was like, yeah. And in the convention center, the doors, you know, the big glass doors, the split, it was like grandma's freezer with frost. Like, you know how the freezer gets caked with ice? It was like that around every doorway into the convention center. That is bloody cold.
That's the coldest street in Canada, Portage and Maine, when that wind goes down there in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Welcome to Winnipeg, coldest place in the prairies. Yeah. It was freaking cold. Yeah, Winterpeg. That's what I said. And like when we were going, we went to this big, obviously Trailmaker 74 knows it's a big fancy hotel. Like I want to say it's like it's very old. It's vintage. Like it's massive. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but we actually were in the car and basically shut the car off. We got a parking spot right across from the front door. And it's basically like 1, 2, 3, and we just bolted because it was your nose would freeze up and seal up the old Gore-Tex. LOL.
Oh
yeah.
I got frostbite up in Smooth Rock Falls.
Fort Garry
for coffee.
Trailmaker at Fort Garry Hotel. That's what it was. Beautiful spot. It was a little too fancy for me, but it was kind of neat to be there. But yeah, I went there. 60-40 off trail is back country. Yeah. But yeah, that's you get cold, but not like that. Ottawa's cold too. If anyone in the groups from Ottawa, they get some cold weather. And that's kind of north. I think that's kind of north of where Pasty Boy is. If you went through the lake, you'd hit Ottawa. So when they get snow, usually Ottawa gets dumped. Like they got dumped a few weeks ago. Pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to ride that area too. -40 C is -40 Fahrenheit. That's cold.
Yeah, that's when they both meet.
Yeah,
it's 0 Fahrenheit. Right.
Yeah, they end up crossing paths down there.
Yep, and it's just as cold. Yep.
That's crazy.
Insane.
I raced in I think of where it was somewhere in Canada. It was X-Town. I think it was somewhere in Montreal. I can't remember the town. And it was like -28 or 29 that day Fahrenheit. That was the coldest I've ever been. And you crazy Canadians, they had a Ferris wheel set up. And there's these like little kids like in a Ferris wheel 30 feet in the air. And it's like, I'm like,
Oh, was that the festival, the Bonhomme Festival du
I
Bonhomme?
don't remember which one it was. It was right
minus
along the highway. I mean, there was a highway, and then they overlooked the racetrack.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Minus 48 this morning in Saskatchewan.
That's awesome.
Minus 48 Celsius. Yeah.
That's when the sleds
Jesse,
run really good.
Where's your partner, Jesse? I don't know whether they're talking about the dog or Corey.
Yeah.
We had to pull an F7 into the hotel to get it started. Right into the hotel room and warm it up.
That's awesome.
No, they meant your other partner. Come on.
This one's way more famous, though.
Oh, he's awesome. Love it.
Mate, just chilling.
Yeah.
He was
Just sitting there going,
I'm actually surprised you guys can hear him.
yeah. I was having a good time there in my bed. Now I'm sitting here looking at a camera again.
You remember these guys.
Ottawa's good temps. They just need more snow. Agree. Everywhere needs more snow. Yeah.
Quebec's
for
cold.
sure.
Trailmaker 74 used to go to Winnipeg all the time because the legal age was lower in Manitoba. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's like in Hull, Quebec. Hey, it's 18. You can drink in Hull.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's why my daughter goes to Carleton University, so they could just walk across the bridge and all the university kids when they're 18 can drink. Yeah. Yeah. Bruce. Oh, that's Rev Rider answering that one. That's cool. But yeah. Any other questions there for Slow B or Jesse? Or Bobby or Rich or Jake?
Jake on still around?
What's that?
Is the Mosey on in still around?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's closed. No, it's closed.
Oh, is it closed now?
Yeah, it is. It is. Hold on. I'm going to Google it. We're going to get some pictures up of the Mosey. The Mosey used to have buses that would pick you up.
You visited some good landmarks, man, but not all the high-class ones. Especially the strip joint in North Bay. That was too funny that you've been there.
When we were walking down the dark hallway, I knew something was up.
Yeah. No, here it's a demolition picture, just so Rich can see that we're not kidding here.
Yeah. The Mosey on in where they rent the room by a half hour.
Hey, come on! It's a great spot. Can you see that?
Oh no, it is too.
Isn't that a shame?
That's supposed to.
They had a bus that would take you. There it is. There's the one that you remember. Right there. They'd have a bus that would take you. Yeah. I can't even zoom in on that, can I? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Zooming in the wrong frame. But yeah, it's like, yeah, that's the Mosey. Yeah, they get a bus, and I think we almost got in a fight there at one time, ice fishing. I won't get into details. But funny story is the fannies, buddies were in there. I wasn't in there, but the fannies. There's a guy come in dressed in a Batman costume.
Oh man!
No word of a lie. Yeah, you see everything in Canada.
Oh,
it looks like a legit spot. Bruce Stewart says. Mike from Sled Addict says, "Stay classy, LOL." Yeah. Hey Jake, when is Michigan Outlaws coming to Gaylord next?
We're hoping to get there soon. I couldn't tell you an exact date though. We're still waiting on snow. I guess they got hit a little bit this past week, but I think next weekend, if I can get parts in time, I'd love to go. But it might be the week after next that we actually go somewhere. Yeah. We'll keep you guys updated on Instagram and Facebook and wherever else you see us.
So make sure you get a shot at the gay bar and give me a shout out, will you?
Will do.
Picture right up front.
Yeah. Jesse, what suspension would you prefer?
Over from what to what?
Don't know. That's what it's Jesse. What suspension would you? And then Bryce Taylor says, surprised about the amount of matrix on the trail, great looking sleds. And then Jeffrey Patino says prefer.
I mean, if we're talking,
we gotta wait. Over what? Prefer between
Skidoo, Polaris, maybe
an
is that
extra
what you mean?
one, a Polaris extra 120 and yours.
What is it now?
A Polaris extra 120 or extra 110. What were the old extra suspensions? And the one you're riding currently.
I'd have to go with the old one.
Yeah,
I would too.
Petrol.
No, I probably mean because I just came off of a Pro S with like the XC chassis.
right.
So that's probably what he means. And I like the Pro CC, the straight tunnel, the traditional tunnel, better. I think it just handles the big stuff better than the other one does, just because it's a coupled rear skid. So.
Oh, he's saying Skidoo Gen 4. So he was saying comparison.
I think the R Motion and the Pro CC are super similar.
Mm-hmm.
To the fact where, like, I don't think if you were to retrofit a Polaris with like I'm drawing a blank now. The Skidoo suspension. I don't think you would. I don't think you'd.
R Motion X is supposed to be night and day from what the old one was, and I can't believe that.
Yeah, so that I haven't.
The old R Motions. Yeah. Slow B, is there anything else you want to add to your new ride?
Oh, there's a lot of things, but the money. The big thing I want to do is the insert for the glove box with the heated pad, so I can put the GoPro batteries and stuff in there.
Good
and
idea.
Then, as Bobby was talking about earlier, the gas, I would like to do a gas tank because my gas doesn't get me as far as I would like it.
Yeah, the Link can's awesome. And go with the new one. It's a little bit bigger too. So I didn't realize that, and this is in my last video where with the first trail ride of the season down to Waterford to Turkey Point, Dino says the actual Gen 4 is 1 liter less of fuel than 1 gallon smaller fuel tank than the old XS and XPs. So he said, like, we're riding and he's always a gallon shy of what I am, right from the get-go. So there you go.
They all got the Matrix got I think it's a gallon too. It dropped as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you're going to try to start changing it up, you got to pay it somewhere, right? So
that's right.
Actually, Jeffrey,
they're trying to.
Fortino, you should let Bobby answer that because he came from an Assault last year. I know that was it's an uncoupled rear, so it's kind of not. Yeah, because he was asking.
The biggest thing, like, I haven't ridden a Indy XC or Indy XC 137, so the 129s kind of get, at least the ones I've ridden, kind of sucked up in the moguls, so it's hard to compare my 137 to a 129. Hopefully, I can get on one someday. But
yeah, good point.
Yeah, and the 144, I'm telling you, it's just honestly so different from a coupled rear end. Like, I didn't expect to be so impressed with the R Motion X on trail, but coming from an uncoupled Assault, it could take big hits because they're stiff. But the compliance just isn't there, and like the chatter and all that. So,
Polaris Assault said the Matrix is 5 liters less. Yeah, so that's over a gallon. A gallon's 4.5. So,
they were
better than
they were like 1.1 less gallons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go, 1.1.
I believe somewhere in that realm. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, think about that though. How far you can go on a gallon of gas, like. That's a big chunk difference, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to be had.
About 8 miles.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
about the miles per gallon?
Man, it sucks up gas pretty good.
I will say running the gas caddy with gas in it kind of makes the sled handle different. Like, I don't know how much it actually weighs, but yeah, I as soon as I could get the fuel out of it, I was like, let's get that out of there. Make this sled feel good again.
That's probably a good point, Bobby. That's all that weight going to the back of the sled. That's a good point.
I don't know how
strong weight just sitting there.
Exactly. I don't know how guys run like the 3 bags with all that weight back there. I did not like how it made the sled handle. So
yeah, it's a little bit different, man. Like, it's totally, because you're talking what's that can weigh full?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to check it out.
15 pounds, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And you're a skinny guy,
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it'd make a difference, right? So, All right, fellas. Jumpman Jay says the wife's getting tired. Told her I'd watch a movie with her. Cheers and thanks for another great show. Always love hanging out with you fellas. We love hanging out with you too, Jumpman. Thanks for sending in the pictures tonight too. Again, get them by noon, will you? Don't be doing this to me. So, but yeah.
Get them to you for noon.
Yeah. I agree with you, Bobby. I've noticed a difference with the gas caddy on the back. I've always got mine on and it's full until I have to pour it in someone else's sled. I actually poured it in my own sled on the weekend because I started out empty. We had a rough start on Saturday. Unloaded the sled, started up, go, empty, get off. That's why my glass is iced up, because I had to fill the tank up with gas. And then we went down a trail and it was closed. The gate was shut. So we had to spin around, go back. And oh, yeah, it was pretty nutty, man.
Yeah. So, I will say, I think if I tuned my suspension to have it full most of the time, I wouldn't notice it as much, but it's kind of a hard trade-off. Like, do you tune it so it's full, or do you tune it like it's empty? I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
Hey, we got a question here from, where is it, 8:45. What's everyone think of the 2021 Riot X with the Alpha Skid? I don't know anyone that has ridden with the Alpha Skid. Do you, Bobby, or?
I rode it.
Oh, with the Alpha Skid?
Yeah, not off trail, but on trail I rode it.
Okay, so maybe you can answer his question there, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, I was honestly really surprised how it still handled decent on trail, and it's got that huge lug track on it. I didn't notice on trail that it could like lift the skis or anything, if that matters to you. But I'm sure off trail with the 2.6, it's going to do that. And you know, the front suspension is good. The weirdest thing I'll say is it has the mountain steering post, so it's farther back. So the ergonomics are really weird if you're coming from like a typical trail sled. So I would just say make sure you're comfortable with that. But I don't think the Alpha Skid, I mean, as long as you're not trying to shred trails all day, it's livable. So, I mean, that surprised me about it.
Yeah. But compared to your dad's sled, though, Bobby, your dad's sled's way better on the trails, I would imagine.
Yeah, it just handles the bumps better and all that, and way more stable. I mean, the Riot, you could almost think was an honest like trail sled. You know what I mean? Whereas the Riot X really feels like a off-trail bias crossover.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
Yeah. But with one rail, it's still mind-blowing that it's even rideable on trail, in my opinion. It's shocking.
Like, you think it would be sloppy, the back end, right?
Yeah. It's got a sway bar and stuff on it, so I think that helps a little at least.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how comparable the Matrix Assault is to the Axis Assault off trail? I love the Axis, so I'm hesitant to switch next year. Thanks. Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Jesse, what do you think?
So, I mean, I rode the Matrix Assault for the first time. You guys saw it if you watched all the way to the end. I got a couple miles on it at night, and I mean, it feels super similar to mine. So I think the biggest difference is I think you're going to be happy just the ergonomics and everything, how skinny it is and how much like maneuverability you have on the sled. For the most part, it is the same exact sled. It's the same chassis. It's the same bulkhead. It's the same A-arm, same everything. The only thing that's changed is just the ergonomics on it. So if you love it that much, you're going to love the Matrix that much more.
The only thing I'd be curious about is the steering post any farther forward on the Matrix, or is it the same as the Axis?
It's identical. It's just the plastic, Bobby, but that plastic, I'm telling you, makes a huge difference.
Yeah, like I said, I almost didn't snow check one this year because I was like, I only have 1,100 miles, and I was like, I wasn't sold on the looks of them, to be honest with you. And then now riding them and then getting back on an Axis, like switching with a couple of my buddies, whoa, I'm so happy I did.
Yeah, I was the same thing when I was figuring out what to do and talked to nuns and a bunch of guys that were able to ride the new sleds last year, and they said, listen, it's like night and day. And then for me, like, you switched your shocks out to the really good Fox ones, Jesse, so I mean that's even much better. But I mean, going from those black Walker Evans to the velocities are like absolutely huge difference. But yeah. And the headlights, Jesse, how did you like them? I haven't been able to ride at night yet, so I can't.
I had to adjust mine way up, way up. Now that I finally did that, I think they're comparable to the ones that were already on the Axis. But I kept running out of it. Like, it's like what it lit up, and then a second later, you were already past what you saw. So I adjusted it way up, and it's way better now.
It's funny you say that because my buddy Steve with the VR1, he had to do the same thing. I showed up at his place a few weeks ago, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, the headlights were way too low. They were brutal.
Yeah.
adjusted. Sure enough, I got on my salt. The same thing. They were on the floor of the low beam.
Even with high beam, they were still on the floor. So I think it's just every matrix probably needs to be lifted up a little bit.
But apparently the high beam is like stupid long and it's straight. It's not wide, but apparently it fires it way.
It isn't wide. I'll give them that much, but it is long for sure. Like I said, and I just rode with it the other night for the first time, adjusted like properly, and it was a quadrillion times better than what it was.
Right on.
So a dew headlight with an LED eagle in it is better than a stock Polaris.
No sales.
Nice
true.
Nice plug there.
It's true. I don't have to plug them; they're sold out. So there we go. Bobby, does your sled have back to the skidoo? Bobby, does your sled have a good top speed in Old Forge?
So I got 97 on a slushy kind of mess of a lake 2 weeks ago. I didn't really hold it open that long. It was like snowing and everything. So, and then this weekend, all that slush is frozen and the lake, in my opinion, is treacherous. So did not try to go fast. My buddy decided he knew better than the rest of us, actually. Took off ahead of us, hit one frozen hole. His sled took off, hit another one, and he rolled it, destroyed his airbox, his windshield, collapsed his handlebars, busted his side panels. So, yeah, glad I made the choice I did this weekend, but hopefully I'll get a top speed run soon.
Jesse, there's a tip for you here from Trailmaker74. He said his lights are high. You got to back off the throttle to let the skis down.
The only time they were good is when you were on the gas, and then as soon as you came off, you couldn't see 2 feet in front of you.
Oh, geez, that's crazy, eh? Papa Watts, what's up? Super late as usual. Had to watch Michigan Outlaws latest. Jake, you can't be launching videos when we're having a live stream. Don't you guys know that you're never on the show again? You're cut off. You can't be putting videos out. What's going on tonight? Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. Well, it's should I send Gary a picture or should I upload my latest edit? Let's do it.
Do both.
We'll send Gary a picture at 7, distract him while he's trying to operate 200 things at once, and then we'll sneak our upload in the background. No, I love it. I love like having something to watch at bedtime after this event. You know, tonight will be great because we had a good time tonight too. I like these.
Yeah, definitely.
I like these these ones that just kind of happen. They're happy mistakes, you know. So Papa Watts, what do you think of Michigan Outlaws latest? Was it good? Is it worth watching? Did you thumbs down, or are you the guy? You the guy giving all the dislikes to Jesse's channel? Probably. Jeffrey Fotino says he hit 103 on the lakes and it wasn't fun. LOL. He probably wasn't smiling at all. My arms are soring here after riding the 850, and they're about 2 inches longer now. If you noticed, that? You thought something looked different about me today? It's because my arms are. Look how long they're. Like 2 inches longer. So yeah. Anyway, he didn't say whether he liked the video yet, Jake. You might have to go back in there and edit out some parts. Yeah. Feel so bad. I feel so bad about the 3 down dues. Is there 3 of them down now?
Yeah. Caleb's was the first one down that weekend. His free ride, the clutch went out. His secondary, when the secondary slides open, that bushing got so whopped out that it got stuck sideways and stuck open. So he was down right at the beginning. And then the guy that took us out there, he had that bolt rattle around the clutch, and then my top end.
Wow. I'm going to have to watch that. Well, I don't have to watch it now. I can just go on now and thumbs it down and we're all good. Yeah.
Be on with my night.
It saves me 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
That's what my little sister does.
I'm behind 2 videos on Jesse. I just haven't had time to watch. They're there. They're in my watch later folder. So I'll have to get on those. I was kind of thinking I'd do that tonight. So, but I gotta get caught up. There's a few things. I'm missing one video from Sled Addicts too. I haven't watched the last one there.
Well, you guys were all
Mark Cole hasn't put one out in months, so he's
Well, he's locked down. So it's like, gee, I'm going to be back to rich indoors. I got no more sledding. It's going to be rich indoors, man. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm watching Jesse and Rev Rider and MUDBRATS. Everyone else is riding. So we'll be back to rich indoors.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I shot about 10 minutes of video, and I'm going to make 40 20-minute edits from it. Do that math. It's like I already edited that one video I showed tonight. That's probably my 6th rendition of it that I've uploaded. I had a couple of gag ones I sent out to Corey, and that one was kind of a gag one, but again, no one got it. No sense of humor here. Hey, I'm copywriting that quote, #rich indoors. Bridger Stewart says, Jesse, is your trailer fixed yet? That's a good question.
Oh yeah, that was a hell of a I forgot about that. Good.
Yep. Yeah, no, not yet. Hopefully this week. I dropped it off at a buddy on the way home that I used to race with, and he's putting 2 new axles in it for me. So
awesome. Well, hopefully you get that back on the road soon enough.
Yeah. Hopefully that never happens again too.
So I missed the story behind it. What happened to where he has to replace both axles?
So I have a 4-place enclosed. It's an older trailer, and I don't really trailer too often. I leave my stuff where I ride most of the time. So once, twice, maybe 3 times a year I use it. So like I knew the axles were getting older, but I didn't think they were getting that old. So we're cruising up 2 weekends ago, me and my buddy, and we just felt like a little like drop out of our seats. And it's like, what was that? And like we looked in the mirror, and like there was the second axle, like 10 feet in the air, like flipping and flying around over the guardrail, never to be found again. And I mean, it just sheared the mounts right off, just clean off. Luckily, there was no one behind us. No one got hurt. Just sitting there with a trailer, 4-place with 2 sleds in it, and then we're going to pick up a new Matrix Assault, and it's like, well, I'm not putting a 3rd sled in this, not with 1 axle.
Definitely not.
So that ended up going to the back of the truck. It was a whole crap. But
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, good thing it wasn't the front axle, or that would have been a really bad day.
Right. Yeah, we went up riding side by sides and quads a couple months ago. We've got an older enclosed trailer.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to just back all the toys out, set up some cots and a heater, and just sleep on the trailer that night. We get to the campground. We go to back all the stuff out and realize half the roof is gone. So somewhere down the highway, the roof just flipped off and never to be seen again.
Bruce Stewart says that sounds like something that would happen in Canada. Toasted. Yeah. Oh my God. Never found the axle.
No, it was.
So listen, Tony Katz, our official 2017 Arctic Cat ambassador for Snowmobile Sessions. Congratulations. Here, we got to get him a sound effect here for Tony Cat. There we go. Kevin Malkin says, get a new Blizzard. I have a 27-foot line and Rev just got the deck over. Cannot say enough good things about a made here in New York. I'm getting on Gary's channel next week, Tony Cat says. That's great. Thanks, Tony. I'll make sure I put the ticker up again for you then. We'll make her happen. What else we got going on? Muskoka Mike says, whatever beer I'm drinking tonight, he wants me to bring a couple up north with me. So he'll have half the amount. I said I've only had 2, so that's only 1. So that's not going to get us into any trouble. There you go.
Everybody's riding this weekend, are they? Coming up? That's the plan?
Yeah.
Very good.
Let's see. Well, I don't know about I think on the weekend I'll ride around here on Sunday. We're supposed to be getting some snow, so hopefully it opens up. And like I said, it'll open up when I'm gone. I'm doing some essential stuff. Did you see that meme with the snowmobile trailer and the guy put essential supplies on the side of it? It was a horribly done meme, but I thought it was funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah. If anyone's got it, send it over to me. Yeah. Snowstorm says he's riding during the week. That's the best time to ride.
Yeah,
and Sundays I hear are good this year too. So Corey said it was good on Sunday.
Bobby, were you up this weekend or no?
I was in Old Forge this weekend. I wasn't at Tug.
How was that?
It was mobbed. I don't think I've ever had to put my hand up for how many riders are behind me so much in my life. I was like, this is getting insane at this point. Like, I'm gonna just try to hit the first rider at least, but that's it.
Yeah.
The one-handed rider.
Yeah, literally.
Rev Rider 550. Would you recommend a one set 37 sled like your XRS setup over an Assault or a Riot for 50-50 riding? I'm still torn between going the 140-inch plus route or staying with the 137.
I'm honestly blown away with the 137. I really thought I wasn't missing out being on Assaults and Riots, and now hindsight, I realize, at least when it comes to a Skidoo, there's a lot to offer for on-trail performance that, in my opinion, weighs out the off-trail stuff. I think you just got to be honest with yourself. You know, are you trying to go off-trail and do like powder wheelies and stuff? Then get, you know, an Assault or something like that. If you're just going to go off, maybe play around for, 20 minutes, kind of like I do, 30 minutes, and then rip the trail the rest of the day, I think a 137 is the way to go. So that's my best guess.
I agree.
Yeah. Track is everything, though. Track is everything.
That too.
Right?
I almost got stuck this weekend. Oh, I already told you guys that story. Backed up, took right off. That track just dug right through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are helping me find my new upgrade.
Yeah. There you go.
Corey sent me that little meme. Don't know who did it, but it's genius, pure genius. Definitely not snowmobiles. Food and other essential stuff only. Definitely not snowmobiles. That's what you need, Bobby, to get across the border.
I know. I was going to say that's me, but it doesn't look like my trailer. So.
No. That's Rich's trailer. Is yours? No, yours isn't a Triton, is it?
No.
Bobby nailed it. I'm a trail rider and I prefer a coupled skid. There you go. You guys playing the game at home, you can take a shot when they say coupled skid as well as uncoupled skid.
All the crossover stuff.
Yeah. That's thing Corey said, what do you think of his sled? And I said, not bad for a coupled skid.
Did you swap off and ride it enough, or
who are you talking to?
Hey, Jesse.
What was that?
Did you ride your buddy's Assault, or?
I did only maybe 5 miles or so.
Yeah.
I liked it. You know what I did notice? The seat is 10 times more slippery than my VR1.
Isn't that funny, eh? I know a lot of people say that.
And
I like it, but
I thought like my pants got wet or something like that. So then like we got back to where we were going and I was like feeling both seats at the same time. And I was like, no, this is totally different material. I did like it though. I don't really think I got enough time on it to really tell. It feels super similar. The trails were just groomed. So they were like super highways when I was on it. So, no bumps or anything like that. So I can't legitimately tell. I thought the riser was too high.
Did you? Yeah.
I hated it. I was like, I can't wait to get back on mine. So,
yeah, they are different.
Tony Cat wants to know if you adjust your limiter strap on your Assault. Came from factory in the middle, pondering adjusting it.
I answered him there. I said, no, I haven't touched it yet.
Well, you have to answer everybody, Rich.
I did. I answered it right.
Do you think John Smith, listening to the podcast next week, is going to know that you answered that question? Come on,
John Smith. I have not touched my limiter strap yet.
Perfect. Thank you for addressing him as Mr. Smith too. That's very polite of you. Your mother taught you well, Rich.
That's right.
Your mother taught you well.
Guys, my battery's dying, so I'm going to split.
All right, Jesse.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate you guys having me again. I didn't plan on this, but
good talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too.
And don't worry, Rich will answer all the questions for your fans. Okay.
That's right.
But he won't tell anybody. He won't answer them out loud.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Okay, see you, buddy.
I'll keep watching on another computer once I get up.
Hey, keep doing what you do, okay, buddy?
Yeah, that's good.
Working on it. I was editing a video when I got involved in this.
but you did the good thing and you didn't upload it until after the show.
Right. Tomorrow and Thursday.
So that's good. Slowby's
if you make it back to the hayloft, look me up.
Yeah.
What was that?
I said if you make it back to the hayloft, look me up. That's my home base.
I will. I definitely will. Some guy came up to me actually when I was in there, and it was a little bit later at night, and he's like, "Hey man, nice videos. Keep it up."
Yeah.
Right on.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'll look you up.
That's
Hopefully I
awesome.
run into all you guys at some point.
Definitely.
But
That's
all right,
great.
guys. Enjoy.
See you later, buddy.
See ya.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. He's a good cat. I love him, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he rides
He's
hard.
good.
Like you sit there and
That's
think,
good.
I don't know if I would want to videotape my buddies and I riding like that.
He's closed course. Do not try at home. Right.
That's right. Yeah, that's what you got to put in there, right?
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
are
for
professional
sure.
riders.
Yeah,
I think he has a mullet too, which I really like.
he does. The mullet and the mustache. So, yeah, it's awesome. Could someone post a link to his channel? Rich, you want to post a link to actually? I'll grab the link, I'll put it on both chats.
You got it, or you want me to grab it? You got it?
Yeah, I can do it with just one swoop and get them on both.
Here it goes.
But yeah, it's he's got a pretty good.
That's crazy.
What's that?
Tonight we've been on for it's almost 10 o'clock. That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, this is the 24-hour. We should do that one time.
24
Let's do 24 hours.
Like, I
We'll do
don't think
it.
I edit.
Oh, come on. 24-hour no uploads during the show, or else we'll do it like Survivor. Right? We'll start it with 10 people, and then we could have people voted off the show as they go. Maybe I'd be the first to go though, and that wouldn't be good. It'd be over. Everybody but Gary gets voted off the show. That's the rule. Yeah. I'll be what's the guy on Survivor, the host, I don't know, come on.
The guy. Yeah, the guy.
The guy.
I
I'll be
watched
that guy.
First one, and that was it. After that, the fat guy won it, and I never watched it again. What was that? 25 years ago?
Yeah, it would have been probably longer, right?
Yeah. What was it? Yeah.
It wasn't his name Rich too?
Yeah, I think it was.
And he walk around naked all the time.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, I watched that. So there, I posted there. Definitely a good show, boys. Make this my weekly ritual. You should, Tony. It's good. Tony is always here every week. Yeah. True. Papa Watt says he agrees. Traction's everything. He just swapped the track on his 1200 Rennie. Went from a Ripsaw 125 to an Ice Storm 150. Night and day difference. Corey's got that Ice Storm on his sled. I was impressed. I'm not one for pre-studded tracks, but dude, that thing rocked. It hooks.
Anything else planned for the sled?
Me? Not really. I got the Eagle LEDs I got to put in. I just haven't. I mean, I've been riding so much, I haven't had a chance to put them on. I think that's pretty much it. I had an adjustable ski stance thing I bought from Skidoo, but I don't think I'm going to put that on. It's easy enough to ride off trail that I'm not going to mess with it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was really shocked with how easy it was to get the sled on edge, especially coming from an assault. But
yeah, you were saying that, even with both feet without having to jump over both sides. You were doing that.
I never could do that on the assault. I tried because Coda could do it. Some of the full send guys could do it, and I just couldn't. And now it's cake. But
nice,
go figure, especially with the wide front end.
Yeah, I like the little quick release things that the Michigan Outlaws put on their sled. I think that's cat's ass. Yeah. Bruce Stewart came up with a good theme for a 24-hour marathon: sledding and afraid.
Yeah, there you go.
Starting tonight.
Oh man.
Yeah. Good Lord, I wonder if all the boobies I signed there on the weekend are going to be watching that one. Get a glimpse of me with my shirt off. Are you doing CNA Pro skis or keeping stock? I'm probably going to keep stock. Easy, Gary, Snowstorm says. No, I think that was directed at you, Bobby. Are you doing CNA Pros or are you keeping them stock?
Keep it in stock. I put 7.5-inch shapers on, and they do great. So happy with the skis. And I don't know what CNA I would go with. I thought the XCS was overkill. I know a lot of guys love them. I think they steer way too heavy. Like Bruce Stewart's saying, the XPT was what I was thinking about running, but I'm happy enough with the Pilot X that I'm just going to keep it for now. And, if I keep the sled for another year, maybe I'll try XPT.
Austin Eddie says, me and my dad have 71 Lynx and a 72 Puma. Nice. LOL. I like the newer sleds, but they're a bit expensive. True that. I love those, though. Those you can't get rid of. You can't break them. Yep. Yeah, XTP all the way, Bruce Stewart says. Can't stand CNA, Corey Brock says. Yeah. Again, it's like you got a pair of CNAs or you got a pair of pilots with dull carbides. I mean, if you're not keeping after your carbides sharp, then nothing's going to help you, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to try those Sly Dogs. They look cool.
Yeah. So a guy that I was riding with in Quebec last year had them. Gary, he swears by them. He buys them every year when he gets a new due.
They got a shape on the bottom, the way the keel does. It funnels snow, but
it's too open. It looks like a fork. Yeah. They're made in Bracebridge, eh? You know the guy that
no, that's it. You're talking about the that's called the Trail.
What are those? Yeah, what you're talking about.
The Sly Dogs are like a CNA type ski. Can't have girly man arms running the CNA though. LOL.
Yeah,
I had those Sly Dogs.
Yeah, the Sly Dogs are their own brand. You're
the Powder Hound.
Powder Hound, yeah. Rich is talking about the ones they got a thing you clip on your skis and they're called Trail. Don't know. Someone help me out. Someone's got to be running them.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the whole ski and even the spindle changes. I'm almost certain.
You're talking about the split rails. Split rails. Yeah, you're talking about split rails. Yeah. Anyone ever use a split rail skis? And I heard they're not very good.
I rode them.
Oh, were they gonna sponsor me? They're great. No, I just
they're made in Muskoka.
Imagine Roscoe with split rails. I've never ridden them.
Yeah.
I rode them. I thought they were pretty good, honestly. They were on a 2018 Assault with a 1.6 Cobra and steered good. Didn't really dart. Didn't push. So other than costing an arm and a leg, they seem to help the sled out. With the push that's on the Assaults. So.
Right on.
It's a good concept in theory, right? Because it is constant contact on the snow. Yeah. So I don't know.
I replaced your spindle just a little intense.
Yeah.
They're not deep.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Zach Idle runs Sly Dog Attacks and loves them. And Mr. Snow Rock says SLP skis, they don't turn as hard as CNA, but they seem to turn just as well. Yeah. Only thing I don't like is the ski loo is ever small and not strong. The loop. Yeah. The ski loop on the Sly Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what is he talking about? Yeah. So I don't know. But I tried to get a set for Roscoe, but it didn't work. So it maybe one day, but I'm happy with what I've got. I think so far.
Nice.
That'd be good. Yeah. Trailmaker's got a couple pairs of Faithful Pilot 6.9s around to fall back on for off-trail riding. Those are great skis, too, for stock. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We're hitting them all. We're hitting them out of the park tonight, boys.
Everyone swears by these split rails, but this is going back to 2011, so.
Yeah. I think the concept, I've seen them at the show, and the sled show in Toronto, and the concept is genius.
Yeah.
I think the complaint was they're heavy. I believe is what the complaint is. Yeah. But you're talking skis. How much weight can they add, right?
I don't know. The spindles change and everything. Anyways, the guy that I rode with, Dan, he swore by them. He loved them.
Yeah. I think in theory that makes total sense.
Mm-hmm. Stops the dart and whatnot, right?
Yeah, for sure. But you guys want to shut her down, or what are you thinking? Do they run split rails and snowcross? I don't think they do. I think they're really they're really particular what you can and can't run in snowcross, and those CNAs have to have the plate on them.
Yeah,
so that you can't take each other out.
I think in the really sugary snow too, the split rails would just kind of dig in. You know, they wouldn't really turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeffrey Fortina says, Bobby, you should try out the new DS2 from Skidoo. They come on the back countries. He loves them, and they turn the sled good and great powder.
Yeah, actually, if I was gonna change skis, I was gonna try the DS2. I had the DS1, and boy, did I hate it. I thought it was one of the worst skis I ever had. Oh my God. Yeah, I had on my 2009 800R, and they just weren't good at anything. But I've heard good stuff about the DS2s, so that could be a route I go if I swap them out. We'll see. A little extra notification.
Yeah, if you're doing more trail riding, though, it's probably good. I think people could be just like Blair Morgan with them, LOL. The CNA. Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. Anyway, let's shut her down. And we'll run the end credits, and we'll see you guys all next Monday at 7 p.m. And what time, Slowbee, should people send me their fan photos?
Would you say by noon?
There you go.
Standard time.
And what time zone, Jake, should they send me the
I believe it should be the Eastern time zone. Yeah.
Boy.
I don't know. I let Cam do all that stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, Cam's always good. He sends me photos all the time and Michigan Outlaws says great show. Of course it is. We got your boy Jake on here. Yeah.
Speaking of which, we just got a notification saying that we have. Oh, where did that go? We just crossed over 2,400 subscribers during the podcast.
Good job, man.
Oh, that's good news.
I'm the one that got you over 1,000. That's awesome. Yay. Hey, congratulations, man. That's great. You guys will be rolling it now. You're getting that 850.
I sure hope so.
Didn't YouTube actually comes in to hand deliver you a Cadillac. They hand deliver you a gold play button with 2,000 subs.
I guess I haven't got mine yet.
Oh, you didn't? It probably got stuck at the border. It's in customs. And then they're going to make you pay the duty fees on it when it gets it, so your wife won't pick it up. So there you go. So you heard it here first, boys. No BS. Or there was a lot of BS, I guess, right? So, okay, let's end this. Why don't you give the links to the websites for the new guys who just joined in the chat to follow in the video to live stream tonight? Okay, hold on. I'll do that. Stick with me here. I'm going to grab Michigan Outlaws.
Rich, I'm sending out your package tomorrow.
Oh yeah, right on, man. Looking forward to it.
He's got a package.
He won one of my giveaways.
Yeah, man.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy. See, we give away so much here, it always comes back to us, right? Yeah. So that there's the Michigan Outlaws. And I'm going to go grab Slowbees here.
I just uploaded tonight, too.
Nice.
Oh, you're not supposed to, Slowbee. I told you. Hey, Slowbee's only got 860 subscribers, so give him some love, will you?
Yeah, get him up over 1,000.
Yeah, I want to have 1,000 subscriber party, like a blowout.
Boy, be good.
We could have it at Fanny's. Get up here. You seen what you had on your trailer there? Okay. Make sure when you go on these guys' channels that you give them a thumbs down too. Right?
Take whatever I can get.
I got to get Rich Outdoors on here.
Yeah. Push me up. I think I'm at 230 subscribers. Come on.
Oh, you dropped 2 then, and my unsubscribe must have came in because you're only at 228. Corey and I unsubscribed on Saturday.
Oh yeah. I lost subscribers. Isn't that right?
So that is there. And I don't know whether you guys ever heard of this guy, this Rev Rider guy.
Like, get him off there.
Yeah. There's Rev Rider's channel. And then I
got a new subscriber 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, there you go. See, there you go. Push you up.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then I'll throw mine up here. There we go. And we already did Jesse, so there's mine there. So
yeah, beautiful.
Perfection.
All right.
Okay. Awesome. You guys happy?
Yeah, it was a good show.
You guys happy? So
Thanks for having me on.
You guys can always, no problem, anytime, Slobey. I can't believe you haven't been on already. There's your only invite.
He was on way back. I think.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
no, he's in the chat. He's been in the chat. He's never been on the screen.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's good you came on last minute note there. And no, but yeah, that's great. So yeah, and we enjoy seeing you guys in the chat. So it's kind of cool. See other creators out there kicking it hard and rocking. So maybe an E-Tech will get you more friends, Rich. That's what Trailmaker 74 says. Rich has bought the package. He bought the Polaris content creator, isn't it?
That's true. Buying Assault and GoPro, you got a channel.
Yeah, Hero 9 and Assault. The only problem is he bought the same color everyone else did. If he could only go back in time, right? And change that up. Yeah. So and Jake, you just got to tell me though, you're not brainwashed yet, are you? You're still liking the X on your shirt, right? You're not thinking you're not thinking of going the other way on us or anything like that.
I mean, I've had a thought here and there, but I think sticking with the old skidoo.
Yeah. Sometimes I look the other way too, and then it's just a mullet, and they turn around and it's like, oh, I'm still a skidoo guy, Right. And Slobey is a skidoo guy, so Rich is outnumbered here.
All right.
So
I'd rather be out. Well,
Montegreen got me.
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna get Gary on a cat or a Yamaha next.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, on that note, we're gonna end this. Watch, I might put a video out this week. So
good.
Keep my eyes open.
Same here.
More content coming.
Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. I'm too busy. My video is gonna be. This is the last video I'm gonna put out. Sorry, suckers. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for all the support. Thank you for the super chats tonight, boys, too. Appreciate that. Thank you for chatting and sticking around for 3 hours and 1 minute and 53 seconds. We're going to go to 3:02. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year.
It's a journey for